What's going on, everybody? John Anthony, Chair Shot Sports, a Sport Code affiliate, as always, powered by Zoe Energy. What is going on? An amazing night of wrestling, whether you watch WWE, whether you watched AEW. Damn, what an AEW All In there was. If you haven't watched it, go check it out. But we're here to talk about WWE, Great American Bash, and also Saturday main event. That was the bookends, if you will, of All In. Started it and also finished it. So obviously there's so much wrestling to talk about. I am not doing it all on my own, and I'm talking about here. You don't want to hear my voice all the time. So I brought a couple of friends with me. First off, let me start with obviously lady first. Lady Alpha, what's going on? Thank you so much for joining us. How are we doing tonight?
Good. It was fun. Surprising night. Some. I'm great. How are you?
I'm great, as long as you don't look at my Great American Bash picks. Jesus, man, I'm telling you, I'm telling you, man. Woo, man.
Yeah, not my best night either.
Not me either, man. I'm like, I can't. I don't even know why I do the picks on NXT anymore. I don't know. But one half of the run-in on Thursday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 8 p.m. Central. My boy, Big Mike, counterparted with Svedbrock. Mike, what's going on?
Going pretty good. Kind of an up and down day. It's been very busy. Had a birthday party I had to go to, so it's a lot of watching wrestling on my phone while the family's trying to talk to me, and I'm like, I didn't hear anything you said because I'm looking at this. So a lot of fun with that. And my apparently my Great American Bash picks are better than yours because I retained my NXT title on the run-in. So there we go.
I mean, I thought we had a lot of picks. The same picks, though. I thought we had the same picks. I don't know. We'll talk about it. And also, too, everything you wanted to know about Baltimore, we were afraid to ask. Baltimore Ravens, Baltimore Orioles, my boy, Matt Trigger. What's going on, man? How we doing?
What's going on, John? How's everybody doing tonight? Thank you for having me on. Just got back from family vacation, so I've been a little bit out of the loop, but I've been trying to do a crash course for wrestling today, catching up on all the tapings I missed over the weekend. Talking wrestling.
No, it is totally cool. Obviously, like life is life, and like Mike knows this. We do like shows like 2:00 in the morning because of work and other stuff. So it is what it is. We'll talk about it. We'll get through it, and we'll do what we got to do. It's all good. So we'll start with Great American Bash. Obviously, I shouldn't have been on this card. I'm almost in the camp of like Great American Bash. The NXT PLEs are becoming the little house shows that Saturday main event is. Because I'm like, Jesus, like what? There's so many stories you could like further and do cool things with, but they do what they do. So with that being said, let's start with the opening match of Great American Bash. Javon Evans, Jasper Troy. Evans could not get out of the gate for the first, at least, I think, 7 minutes of this match. Obviously, Jasper just dominated, does what he does. What's going on, Nessa? Thank you so much for jumping in. Appreciate you. Saw your watch along also. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. And Jasper just dominated at the end. Obviously, Javon and him go back and forth, and Javon gets this roll up 1, 2, 3 on Jasper. And I just don't understand it because I get it, but I don't, because Jasper Troy is literally stepping to Obafemi, and you just literally have Javon Evans pinning this man on one of your PLEs. I don't know, man. I mean, I get it, but I don't. Javon Evans is bouncy. He's a great talent. He's awesome what he does in the ring. But also Jasper Troy winning LFG needs to make himself dominant, needs to be a dominant force at NXT. I think me and Lady Alpha talked about that when we did our picks the other day. But yeah, at the end of the day, Javon Evans walks away. He hits the surprise win, which all of the three commentators were talking about. Booker T, all of them were talking about with the surprise was on the entree, on the agenda for the evening with him winning. So what are your thoughts on Evans winning over Jasper Troy? Mike, I'll start with you.
So it wasn't a surprise to me. Me and Sped both picked Evans on that one. Because, Evans is your established star. Evans has been around the main event picture. He's been in there. I realized Jasper Troy was there. He stepped to Oba, but he lost to Oba. Then he lost to Inamura. Now he's lost to Evans. So he's kind of getting knocked back down to his place. I figure he'll jump into that mid-card scene, especially now with some of the other results that we'll talk about here in a minute. And he'll probably be the heel of that kind of division.
That makes sense.
And Evans and Oba will probably have another go at it because they had a really good match not too long ago. So, I I expected Evans to win. I thought it would be a little bit more back and forth. You were right. Jasper Troy did kind of dominate the match, and Evans just kind of rolled him up there real quick. So
He definitely did.
I expected it to be at least a little bit more evenly matched for one of your established stars to a guy with his fourth match in the company. But yeah, I'm glad Evans won, and hopefully he goes on to bigger and better things.
Awesome stuff. Glad you guys picked him. Lady Alpha, your thoughts on the match and Evans walking out with the victory?
Well, I understand what Mike is saying about him being the established star and everything. I just see a lot of potential in Troy, and he's strong. He's very powerful. He's great so far, and I know he can get even better. And I just think he should have taken this one. So against an established star, because like you said, he's lost a couple already. So give him a W,
Right. I think you and me talked about that when we did our prediction show at Jesse B. And Mike, no, totally. I get it. Evans established, getting that win, it makes sense. But this man comes out of LFG. He's obviously a bruiser. He's huge. He's a house. He's a presence. So getting a win, again, nothing against Evans to just kind of eat him up and take that L. But like, if he gets that win against Evans, you're like, okay, well, now it kind of makes a little more sense. He gets to step up. But yeah, I really thought this is kind of where Jasper Troy gets like a win, because he took those other L's, and it's like, okay, he's still in the even keel. Now it kind of knocks him down a little bit more, like you said. So we'll see what happens as we go into the rest of the results for GAB. Matt, your thoughts as far as Jasper Troy taking an L here to Javon Evans?
I didn't like it for the simple fact that if you're going to try and establish LFG as a legitimate pathway to NXT, and for the suspension of disbelief, I mean, Troy is so much bigger than Javon, but
it's huge.
To Mike's credit, they've had Javon hanging around the main event scene as like a upper mid card, lower main event guy for the better part of the last year. They put, I mean, for the sake of this argument, they put him against Randy Orton and St. Louis. Yep. They could have put anybody in there, but they put him in there. And I just think that if you want to make Troy legit, you got to start stacking up some W's, because if that's the case, whoever wins LFG, it's not going to mean shit when they get to NXT if they're not out there cranking out wins. They need to have that legitimacy if you're going to have them being coached up by The Undertaker and by Bubba and all those guys. But I didn't agree with the finish. I think Javon Evans got the win just because he's the established guy. And before we go any further with the Great American Bash, I'm a little bit of a traditionalist. This pay-per-view should have been in Baltimore. That's where the pay-per-view originated. It was always held in Baltimore in WCW.
It was. Yep. It was.
So
yep.
It should have been here. I don't care what anybody says. They could have held it in any of the arenas in our city. But I digress.
It's all good. No, you're right. You're not wrong, man. It was. It originated there. It was awesome. Mike, I'll throw it back to you real quick before we move on. Your thought. I know you picked him. You and Spedrock. I know you guys picked Javon Evans to win. But your thoughts as far as like Matt's comment, as far as if you come out of LFG and you're obviously a predominant guy and you're being built great on TV, step into Oba, you're doing your thing. Like, what is it to take an L to Javon Evans and then you're the winner of LFG? Like, what is that? Where do you go from here after a loss to Javon Evans?
I completely understand what both him and Lady Alpha are saying. This is one of the matches I probably could have gone either way with. I wouldn't have been mad if Jasper Troy had won, because I could see that what they're trying to build with him. I thought it was more just me trying to think how NXT would try to book it. Because I didn't really care who won, because I knew it was going to be a decent match, and no matter who moves up and who goes to the mid card, it could go either way. So it's not like I would have been upset if Troy would have won, but I do understand the fact, because especially you've got Jasper Troy, who's just his third loss in a row. I think it's his third in a row. Two main event level stars. It's his third in a row with Oba, Inamura, and now Evans. He may have won like a lower match in between there, I think. But and then you've got Tyra May Steele, who's now apparently on Evolve, who's not even on NXT. but she was just on Evolve this past week, so I don't even know what's going on with her. So both of your winners are kind of stuck in the mud for the moment. So I definitely get that argument that if you're trying to make that an established path to NXT, you're not doing a very good job at it right now.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, this was one of the ones that I thought really could have gone either way. Just to be completely honest, it was probably the closest to a 50-50 matchup that I had on the card.
They need the draft to get some of these people up on the main roster, like ASAP.
Yeah, I think that's coming after SummerSlam, and we get through Survivor Series. I think that might be coming. I don't know if they're going to wait till WrestleMania, but I think there might be a draft coming where they move some people around. So that'll be interesting to see if it's with Netflix and USA, things like that. So, so we jump from the men's, we go over to the women's. Izzy Dame, Sol Ruka. I think me and Mike shared a brain here. I can't remember, Lady Alpha, what your pick was to for the North American Women's Championship. I had Sol kind of going out here and losing this belt with something around Zarya. So Izzy came out hot with the offense. Amazing stuff, man. She is amazing in the ring. They definitely showcased her. She just a good 5-6 minutes of her just doing what she does. Great to see. Obviously, Tegan gets involved. I'm sorry, Paxley gets involved. She gets taken out by Zarya. And at the end of the day, Sol Ruka, man, Soul Snatcher, 1, 2, 3, and she gets the win. I thought this is a point for her, for them kind of like to get the two of them to get a wedge in there, and for her to cost her that belt. She walks on still winning it, so we'll see what happens at Heat Wave. But yeah, so at the end of the day, Sol Ruka is still your women's North American champion. As far as the match and the outcome, what are your thoughts, Lady Alpha? I'll start with you.
Well, it was disappointing. I don't have a problem with Sol Ruka. She's very talented. She's actually really quite impressive. I thought Izzy had it.
Yeah,
and I thought
she looked good, man. She looked good.
I thought it would be a pivotal moment for Tatum, because she actually is. She has to decide whether or not to act against her former friends for her new friend, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But I'm wrong a lot today.
I think a lot of us were kind of like off on some of our picks. I think we're going to obviously Saturday main event as well. So, but yeah, no, like I think a lot of us are like, oh, this is like Soul like losing, especially being on SmackDown. Like, okay, main event, things are happening. Let's see what happens. Let's see where we're going from here. Building up the Heat Wave, the whole thing. So, Mike, your thoughts as far as Sol Ruka walking out, still your women's North American champion.
Yeah, I agree with everything Lady Alpha said. I don't know why, and it's funny because my reasoning is kind of the same reasoning that you guys had for Jasper Choi. Is you have this new group in the culling, and this is like the third or fourth title match that they've lost. Every time they've been in a title match, whether it's a tag team match, whether it's the North American title match, whether it's the women's North American title, they get to a title match, and then the group they lose as a group. So I don't know where we're going with that group. So I thought it was Izzy Dame's time. I thought Tatum would kind of help her, if nothing else, kind of just distract Zarya and Soul, so she could kind of come in and sneak in and get an underhanded win. But yeah, I didn't understand this one as much as I'm a huge Sol Ruka fan. I was hoping Sol Ruka would lose this and then move up to the main event, not necessarily the main roster yet. I think that's probably coming towards WrestleMania. But I think she would be in the main event scene against JC Jane, Jordan Grace, whoever else, kind of be in that echelon. And just move up a level. But I guess they don't feel like doing that just yet.
Yeah, you and me talked about a little bit that last night in SmackDown Shakedown. Like we were like, listen, Soul looked amazing in the ring, and if she does, and we talked about if she does lose, okay, then she loses it, and she just move on up, and then okay, then Izzy moves on. This group has the belt. It just, oh no, man! Like Tatum literally comes around. I saw Zarya take her out. I'm like, well, that's that. And then here it was a Soul Snatcher. I was like, Jesus, man, wow, I really thought it was going to go a different way. So, yeah, here we are. Sol Ruka is still your champion. Matt, your thoughts on the match? And Sol Ruka is still your North American Women's Champion?
Didn't like it. I really thought that if you were going to legitimize what Izzy and the culling are doing, you put the NXT Women's North American title on her. even if it's for a short while as a transitional type champion. I don't think Soul honestly needs a title at this point. She's over. She's great in the ring. She's got, she can wrestle as a solo performer, and she's good in the tag team with Zarya. So, to me, if you're not going to move Soul up into the main event picture, especially when Jordan Grace is heading to Raw or SmackDown eventually, same with Lola Vice and Jada, move her up. I mean, you really don't need Izzy taking these losses. She's one of your future stars that you can build around. And to me, that was just a little bit of an ill-advised loss because it makes a lot of the work that the group does all for naught in the grand scheme of things, at least.
Yeah, and I don't know if they're going to run it back to Heat Wave, if things are going to start like peeling off as far as the programming when we get up to there. I don't know, but I think all of us kind of share a brain where like, this was the time. This is where you should have done the deed and put it over to Izzy. But Soul Worker walks out of there. She's still your champion, double champ, if you will. Obviously, speed champion as well. So we will see what the next couple of weeks lay out for her. Obviously, leading the Heat Wave, which is going up against Forbidden Door in the next couple of weeks. So then we get back to the men. Speaking of North America, we get the men's North American Championship. We get Ricky Saints and Ethan Page. This match went all over the arena, and I'm not mad about it in the least. Thank God we had a match like this. This is what we want. When we talk about no holds barred and anything goes, false count anywhere, this is the shit we want. We play 2K. We're bringing it all over. We're going outside. We're going in the ring. We're going to the concession stands. I love it. I like it. Like my man's going through, he's going through souvenir stands. We got fire extinguishers, the whole nine. Then we get back into the ring. Obviously, we're putting it's brass tacks. We got chairs. We're going into steel chairs. We're going into the guardrails, kickouts. It took a ego's edge into some tables for Ethan to walk out of here a champion. Again, I don't know if this is the right call. I think all three of us have some feelings about all four of us have some feelings about this as far as Ethan still walking out North American champion. Not saying I'm poo-pooing it that Ricky doesn't get it, but this is why I said before we came on. I'm just like these PLEs. I just feel like the NXT ones are becoming Saturday Night main events. Like it's just like they're cool matches. That's cool. No, the championships are moving. Like we're gonna keep the person same cool match, same champion. And I mean, that loses a little allure to tune in and see what you want, like see some things, see like, oh, what's going on? If everyone's keeping the same like belts, you're like, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I'll catch the highlights. I'll catch it on Twitter. I'll see what happens. But Ethan Page walks out still and retains your North American Championship for them on the men's side. Lady Alpha, I'll start with you. What are your thoughts as far as the match and the outcome with Ethan still being your champion?
This is one that I predicted right, actually.
Mm-hmm. No, I know. That's why I went to you first. That's why I went you up. I know.
Well, I'm not mad about it. Honestly, I did kind of want Ricky to win, but because I just don't click with Ethan Page's character. But I couldn't see him taking it off him. Not yet. But of course, I thought there was going to be other kinds of shenanigans, like interference.
Yep, same. We talked about that. Yep.
Yeah, I really did. I really thought the Vanity Project was going to be the reason he retained and not because he legitimately beat Ricky. So that was kind of a surprise.
No, same. That match was that for NXT wise, that match was amazing, man. They went everywhere, up and down. So souvenir stand out. They went one up and one down the other. Then went back up and out there. My man's getting beat by flip flops and shoes out the dressing room, back down to the ground floor and getting the ego's edge into some So they did it 2 times over, and I appreciate that. That every time, I think we can all talk about it when you hear falls count anywhere and this and that, and you're like, yeah, but you didn't leave the ring or ringside. That doesn't make any sense. So this I was happy to see this happen. But obviously Ethan White's out of there. He's still champion. Big Mike, what are your thoughts, man? Ethan Page is still your North American Men's Champion. What are your thoughts about it?
I thought that Ricky Saints was there too. I'm right there with you. I picked Saints only because I thought Ethan Page would make it moved up. Kind of the same thing with Sol Ruka, and kind of that same reasoning there. I was surprised the Vanity Project didn't get involved. Who else other than Jasper Troy does get involved in the backstage area? Apparently runs into Jasper Troy, and Jasper Troy takes exception to it after he'd already lost. So I guess that's going to be another feud Jasper Troy gets to go into, which I doubt he probably beats Ricky Saints, but who knows?
We'll see what happens.
But yeah, the match was really good. I expected, and I guess it was because I was getting amped up for Texas Death Match on the other show. When I saw that sewing machine in the back, I thought for sure somebody was going to try to put their hand in the sewing machine, or at least try to.
Yep.
I thought that we were going to have that kind of spot there because, I mean, it just kind of popped up and popped into my head, and I'm like, oh, this is going to be interesting. And then he beats him with a flip flop, and I was even more entertained.
Somewhere Zelina was very happy with someone else getting her ass beat by a flip flop. Zelina Vega was like, yes.
And I think it was Graves even corrected him on commentary. He goes, I think it's referred to as a chancla.
He did. Yep, he did. Yep.
That was awesome. The match was very entertaining. I didn't mind who won. I thought Saints should win because I thought Ethan was going to move on to something else. But I'm happy to see big things for Ethan Page too.
Isaiah.
What's up, Isaiah?
No, yeah, the same thing. I think we should have brain on that. I was like, these guys, I thought we were going to move on, but apparently, no, they're not going anywhere. Not for a while. We still got some time. We'll see what happens. Matt, your thoughts, man? Ethan Page walking out of here, when everyone thought he was going to be losing, but he retained, and he's still your champion moving forward in NXT.
Best match of the night of the day. I'm sorry, best match of the day. I'm trying not to be overly critical of the show itself because I didn't really think it was an overall good PLE for what Shawn Michaels is capable of booking.
Mm-hmm.
But you can, it's clear when you watched the show today that Saints and Page are so much more seasoned than everybody else that was on the card, and to put them two together really did the rest of the card a disservice. Now I know you had to do it for storyline purposes. But Saints and Page have no business even being down there, honestly. At least in my opinion. It's one of those situations where you had two guys that could be on Friday night or Monday night fighting for an NXT mid-card championship. And these guys are world-traveled. They've been in other major promotions. I mean, Page has been in almost every promotion in North America. And I don't know I don't know if Saints was in TNA or not. I can't recall if he was for an extended period.
I think he was WWE right to TNA, and then he went over to AEW.
Right. Yeah. So, just in my opinion, you those two stole the show, but really it would have been bad if they didn't. I mean, they have chemistry from a couple, from the last promotion they were with. They came over here not too far apart from each other. But those guys proved why they should both be on network television on one of the major brands. Like, it was a fantastic match. I loved the fact that they did an old school Falls Count Anywhere WWE style match where they hit the concession stands. They had they had the barricades like Mike and Lady Alpha were both saying, like they hit all their spots. They did all but they're both good, man. They're both so damn good. It's like, why are you in developmental still? Like, get them up there ASAP.
CW needs ratings too, man. Listen, CW needs some ratings, man. Listen.
But you got Evolve, you got LFG, and you got NXT.
I know.
You got 3 developmentals, and you still got guys that were on AEW television a year ago to some degree, and now you got them on developmental over here. These guys need to be up there. Get them away from the Vanity Project. Get Saints a microphone on SmackDown or something because it's time.
So I have
But
a
again,
question
to it,
for everybody.
you
Go ahead, John.
No.
So-
You go with yours. I'll go with mine. Go ahead. You go first.
With all the counter programming and the pettiness that we've talked about, because yes, it was counter programming today, and I'm perfectly fine with it. It's all part of the business. How much of that, if any, and the answer could be zero. How much of that do you think has kept them keeping Saints and Paige in NXT just so they could go up against AEW today, just so they could be on that show?
100%.
A part of
It was 100%. I mean,
So
it was a highly advertised match.
I would say
that's kind of why I thought they're still there.
I would say 100. I would say less than 100%. But then when I saw the Heat Wave was going against Forbidden Door, I went, "Oh fuck! All right, yeah, no, they're there to counter AEW. No, it's definitely 100%. I'm with that. It's 100%.
And I don't think both of them make the Heat Wave.
No, I think Heat Wave is the blow off. I think Heat Wave after this. I think Saints want some crazy ass, wild. I'm not saying Hell in a Cell, but like some wild match at Heat Wave to get people. It's going against Forbidden Door. I don't know if it's. You and me talked about it last night. I don't know if it's going to be against it or earlier in the day or counter. Like, God bless TK. Man, he bled all in an hour, almost an hour and 20 minutes into Saturday main event with an amazing Texas death match. So God bless him. But I don't know what they have planned for Heat Wave, but I think that's going to be the blow off for those two. And I think that's Ethan's ascension. And then Ricky getting whatever second run he gets with the North American Championship. And then we look at probably Stand Deliver, him holding it till then, and then him going up there. But if they're going to keep counter programming like this, Heat Wave has to be. If you're going against Forbidden Door, TK's making some calls to a lot of different promotions, and like we need to book this hard. And Sean's probably doing the same thing. Like we need to book a solid show. So we'll see what happens at Heat Wave. I think after that, we can kind of premise of who everyone's going. But I think if I had to guess, Ethan Page's last swan song. I know I said it was going to be tonight. It's not, but I think Heat Wave will be the one countering Forbidden Door. I think you see Ethan make some kind of weird move up to SmackDown or Raw. To answer your question, I'm sorry. Lady Off, what are your thoughts as far as them keeping them down there as far as counting AEW program?
Well, absolutely. That's exactly it. It would have been stupid to move them up before this and expect their new talent to hold the attention. They did this on purpose to be petty or whatever. But you can't compete with unfamiliar talent. You have to have some star power to go up against something that huge. Because I've heard about it. I guess it's pretty huge. So
people are like, Ricky Starks? You mean Saints? Same guy. Wait, what? He's like Rick
I also agree with you, John, that they're probably gonna move him up at Heat Wave.
It's got to be. Yeah, I think Heat Wave is a big deal for them, especially Forbidden Door. That's a huge deal for AEW. So I think Heat Wave has a bunch of matches. I'm not saying they bring the main roster down, but there's going to be a lot of big matches there. I'm not saying title matches and transfers, but Heat Wave is going to be a big deal this year. So I'm excited for it. Matt, I know you were vocal a little bit when he was talking about it, but your thoughts as far as them keeping them down there for NXT?
Oh, I mean, they had to. If you are gonna if you're gonna go this way and you're gonna sandwich two shows in between All In, and that's what you're gonna have, start, be the start off your day. I'll be honest, I didn't watch NXT or I didn't watch Great American Bash for anything except for that, because I mean I like to see Obafemi. I think that they're doing a fantastic job with him. But I think outside of Page and Starks, Obafemi is like the only thing in the men that is really intriguing at this point. So I was ready for that. I was ready for them to have a really good match. Like I said, earlier with the reaction to the match itself, those two are far head and shoulders above anything developmentally. I think they just probably had to get used to the WWE way more than anything else. And those guys are 15-year, 20-year vets, world traveled. But yeah, they did it because All In is always one of their biggest pay-per-views for AEW. And the AEW came out swinging today. And they had from all intents and purposes, they had a great pay-per-view.
Yeah.
And I've been on record on this show plenty of times, and I'm not an AEW guy, but a lot of those matches seem to deliver from what I called online.
So I bought it. I bought
Tony
it.
Storm biting thing was wild. But that
I might have lost a lot of matches today on Great American Bash, and I might have lost a lot on a Saturday main event. But man, I am sitting here like toting the fact that I called Tony Storm winning that match today, baby. Like that was woo, but a hell of a match for Mercedes and Tony, man.
Not to go to the other company and the other pay-per-view, but Tony winning was pretty much TK telling everybody that Mercedes doesn't have the creative control she thinks she has. That everybody thinks that they have.
It's that, and the same thing I told Mike, and I told him, if Mercedes wins, where do you go? Like, what now? Like, now you have your Forbidden Door, you're all out. Like, you can run it back. You have other things going on. Like, you obviously have Athena winning the gauntlet and the whole other stuff. We're talking about that on the shows, but it was a hell of a pay-per-view. They delivered. I was very pleasantly surprised with the pay-per-view today. I was like, oh shit, okay, this made a lot of sense. I like that. Awesome. So then we get into the little TNA title summit that they wanted to have with Mike Santana, Joe Hendry, and Trick Williams. Mike Santana is pretty much like, Joe Hendry, you're not getting in my way. Like this company's built on the backs of people like me. Joe Hendry is here for a reclamation project. And he's trying to like redemption and getting back. And Trick is just sitting here eating fat. And Trick is like, yo, man, listen, I'm the man who's carrying both brands on my back. Let's talk about it. And at the end of the day, Trick Williams gets his ass put through a table, which you didn't think that was going to happen. You should have known it was going to happen. That was cool. And then obviously at the end of the day, he goes in the back talking to Ava. He's like, you see that shit? What's going on? So now it's going to be Trick Williams, Joe Hendry, Mike Santana taking on three members of the Dark State, who's apparently back. Mike, you know this. We talked about me calling about it, and I think you talked about it too, with Trick being the head of Dark State. And now Ava's dropping some things. She's like, oh, I think you've been linked to him. And they've been linked to them. And he's like, nah, what are you talking about? They attacked me too. Well, that's cool. So you have no problem tagging with them. So I don't think that story's dead. I think they get away from it, and they're coming back to it now with Slammiversary coming up. I'm so pumped. Going to Long Island, man. If Dark State comes in here and helps Trick win, man, I'm gonna mark the hell out. Jesus. But anyway, some thoughts on as far as the summit here. Mike Santana, Joe Hendry, Trick Williams. Not to go crazy. I know, Mike, you do your thing on the run-in, and but some thoughts as far as who do you think is walking out of Slammiversary as a TNA champion? Lady Alpha, I'll start with you.
I'm not a fair pick. I have no idea who these two.
Just throw a dart and pick one. Boom, you got it.
Okay, Masha. Like
No, men's. The men's.
Men's. Oh, I don't know. No idea. Who's competing? I don't know.
It's Trick Williams, Mike Santana, and Joe Hendry.
Oh, okay. I gotcha. I don't know what I thought you were talking about. Oh, that's a tough one. I think Dark State's going to get him because there's no way those three are going to be able to work together.
See, Dark. That's what I'm saying. I know Dark State's getting involved. I'm telling you. Yes. Awesome. Good pick. I like that. Big Mike, what are your thoughts, man? The summit, these three guys are throwing shade at each other, and obviously Ava's throwing them into a 6-man tag. Dark State throwing some shade at Trick, and like, I think I know what's going on here. What are your thoughts as far as the main event next week and what's going on at Slammiversary?
Yeah, I don't know. I could have done without this on the show. I would have rather have flip flopped this and then the triple threat with the family. That way we had another match on here. I didn't really care to see it. As far as the dark state part of it, look, if it comes true, big ups to you because you've held on to that from day one.
So long. Holding.
I don't know where First Class jumps into it then because he had that thing with First Class going on too. So there seems to be a lot of stuff going on with Trick with which group he's going to be a part of, I guess. So it would be kind of confusing if that came to be because there's that part of it. But I hope Santana wins because that's kind of what I called from the beginning, that Santana wins at Slammiversary and kind of gets control of TNA from Trick, so he gets to be the hero of them all. So I hope that still happens. I don't know, man. I could have done without this. They could have done this on Tuesday night and put that triple threat here on Great American Bash and made it better.
I agree. I feel like Mike Santana kind of needs to win it, but that's why if we feel like the people are like, oh, Mike Santana's going to win, and then Darcy gets involved and they push it more forward. And you whether it's Victory Road or going to or maybe an NXT pay-per-view, and you're like, dude, stop. What are we doing? And I feel like at the end of the day, if Trick is the head of a dark state, which I've talked about for months, if that is, like, you can't take it off a Trick. You can't take the belt off a Trick after a month or two. You need to let that maturate and kind of just go for a while. Now maybe you're looking at Stand Deliver, which is a while. That's 7 months.
Yeah.
That's wild. But if he's the head of Dark State, and those boys are big boys, and you want to build that group up, Stand Deliver, cool, whatever, and maybe you show the little cracks, everything out, and they start taking some L's, and Trick is like talking his ish to be everyone else, and I was like, yeah, this man's talking to us like this. You know what? I'm sick of this shit. This man's champion. He's gonna talk to us like this, and then you kind of see the evolution-esque stuff of them being like, yo, we don't need this guy. We don't need this man. You know what? Screw him. And then he kind of loses it and yada, 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 as we've seen with other groups. Matt, your thoughts as far as the three of these guys talking and who's walking out of Slammiversary with that TNA championship?
My head's telling me it's probably going to end up being Trick. But
let's talk.
I might be in the minority when I say this, but they need to get this title off of Trick Williams as soon as possible. It needs to go back over to TNA, Hendry or Santana. And I think this is a little bit of foreshadowing on the part of WWE because I think it's a foregone conclusion at this point that even though WWE is giving TNA its proper shine, both of these guys are going to be in the company by next year. Yeah. On the WWE side. It's almost sad because it's coming. They poached Jordan Grace, with the Royal Rumble appearance and then the solid NXT run. And now she's an NXT superstar. She's probably going to be on the main roster soon. Joe Hendry got to wrestle Randy Orton at WrestleMania in Las Vegas when they could have picked the number of people to put in that spot. And then Santana impressed people with his first appearance, and the dirt sheets were all over the fact that WWE higher-ups love his charisma, his energy, his whole package. I think one of the TNA guys needs to take this title back to that show permanently, and I'm not saying that because I hate TNA. I like TNA. I think they're a good alternative to what everybody likes in terms of wrestling. They're a very good. They're a solid company. Yeah, and I'm totally for the partnership, but at the end of the day, we know what's coming. We know what's coming.
Yeah,
those guys are going to be wrestling in NXT before we know it.
No, I agree wholeheartedly. I mean, if Trick is going to hold on to it and is going to build the dark state, then I'm here for it. But for a few months and then give the belt up and then Trick kind of go after Oba. So we'll see what happens. Speaking of Oba, obviously we're going back into NXT away from TNA. Oba and Yoshiki.
John,
what's up?
John, it's funny you mentioned Oba. How is Trick the champion of TNA, but he's not the champion of the brand that he's on? So
because he's playing the heel. He's playing the heel coward of having to go run 2 brands on his back.
I get
and then
it.
when he loses that belt, comes
I
back,
get it.
and Oba's like, oh, look at you now. Look at you. Where's your belt now? Come beat me. And that's where him and Oba kind of get their thing back in.
Oba might
That's why I
not
think-
lose in NXT. This is
Oba's
all
a
a
beast,
four.
bro.
This is crazy. Like to
I
me,
know,
it-
I
you-
know.
you- the fact that TNA is allowing an NXT superstar that's not even the NXT champion to be their brand's champion is insane.
But hold on. Wait till Slammiversary because I think that's gonna mirror what happens at Slammiversary. I think Slamovich gets herself some NXT gold. That's my thoughts. I don't know. I think
Well,
it's gonna
that's
be
the only way they have the repay. That's the only way you make this thing even is if Masha
some
wins
tick for tat.
NXT gold. It's gonna
Yep.
have to be.
Well, but
Go ahead,
in
Mike.
that scenario, that still doesn't make it even because Masha is your women's champion is your knockouts champion. So even
Well,
in
she-
that scenario, Oba Femi's not the one holding the TNA belt, being a double champ. Masha would be a double champ. So even it's still not even completely.
You're
So
right.
I get your point, Matt. So,
Masha's
yeah, I
more
kinda
so.
see it too.
Masha's more so though because she's a double champ, a legit double champ. They carry both brands of having the women's on both sides. So it actually makes her more like nothing against Trick, but like more of a champion for both brands because she's the women's the knockouts and the NXT. So
The more I see of Trick in NXT, the more I think they should have elevated him when they elevated Carmelo.
it's too crowded. It's too crowded.
I know it's too crowded, but
It's too crowded.
Trick can't carry the brand. They had an NXT title run with him, and it just wasn't it. I think that he's kind of hit his ceiling already in NXT.
Trick is NXT's version of Jey Uso.
Bingo. He's over.
I'm
He's over.
I'm clipping that.
catchphrase. But Trick isn't able to hold his own on the mic with guys like Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest and Styles and Cross and Rollins and Roman.
You can see him working on it. He's got the cute little raps and the cute little rhymes when he comes out
that
there.
shit
but
doesn't work on the main roster.
That gets the Drew. That's what I'm saying. You get the Drew. You get the Cody. Man, you come on with that cute shit. And
CM
Drew's
Punk?
gonna be like,
No.
"The fuck you talking about, man? Get the fuck out of here!"
Right.
Like Drew's gonna eat him apart. CM Punk's he's gonna dress him up and dress him down. Like it's, man.
He's
Maybe
hit-
that's what
he's
you
hit
need.
his
I hate to
proverbial
see
limit.
that. Yeah. And maybe they're trying to like build it up a little bit more with TNA, but I'm like, you're not doing much on TNA either, man. You go over there and you're not doing much on Thursday nights. He comes out, it's a Joe Hendry fest. I'm like, okay, cool. And I don't know, man. I feel bad. I mean, Melo's not doing much on the main roster right now, which sucks because Miz is gone doing his American Gladiator shit, and I don't know if Mike's coming back. But that sucks for Melo because they paired him with him, and now it's like, he's gone. Sorry, we got nothing for you. Wait, what? What do you mean? I got nothing
Mello is going through. Mello's going through the same shit that Adam Cole was going to go through.
Oh, hey,
whoa. Listen,
careful, Adam Cole, man. Whoa.
No. Listen. It's not
That's
meant
the whole
to be.
story right now, man.
It's not meant to be negative. But Carmelo is what he is. The main roster is the land of the giants. All their big stars are big dudes, and Carmelo looks like a shrimp compared to a lot of those guys on the main roster. And no matter who's booking, whether it's Hunter, Vince, Bruce, whoever, at the end of the day, their champions are big, larger than life physical specimens. They're all 6'2", 6'3", 240, 250. It doesn't matter. When you got Carmelo Hayes, who's under 6 feet tall and under 200 pounds, the suspension of disbelief isn't there.
Right. Unless you're Rey Mysterio.
But he's the exception to the rule.
Yeah. It's funny you bring him up, and shout out to I don't know if all three of you saw this. Shout out to Adam Cole, man. On All In, Adam Cole came out. Obviously, he was supposed to defend the TNA Championship this afternoon. He came out. Obviously, the rest of Paragon came out with him. A real moment. This man was in tears. I don't know what's going on. I reached out to SRS. I don't know nothing right now. I don't know if it's cancer. I don't know if there's something going on mentally. I don't know physically. I don't know what's going on. But the fact that Adam Cole has taken a suspended amount of time away from the ring, not yet contemplating retirement. So everyone here at Church at Sports, for myself at least, I'm sure everyone else, my best wishes out to Adam Cole. I don't know what's going on, but hopefully whatever it is, it's a speedy recovery. He gets it figured out. And he's able to get back into the ring at some point down the road. So yeah,
he's like the biggest what if in modern wrestling.
Yeah, no, there's a
I love Adam Cole. Undisputed era Adam Cole is unmatched.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. He was wild, and the fact that he came out today crying and talking about it, like he came back in the ring was wild to me, man. And when I saw Paragon with him as well, that meant a lot. I was like, holy shit! Like, even my wife was like, "Whoa, wait, those were his boys are with him, right?" I was like, "Yeah, that's a deal. That's a deal." So. Whatever it is, it hasn't been disclosed yet from even insiders that I know that we don't know what's going on yet. So hopefully, prayers up, everything's okay with Adam Cole and he's back safely. So back to NXT, Great American Bash, Oba taking on Yoshiki. What a match! I mean, I thought it was going to be kind of not on one-sided, like obviously back and forth, but man, Yoshiki showed up. Damn, what a match, man! Holy shit! Briggs trying to get involved, obviously. Said he would do everything he can to help his boy win. At the end of the day, Oba gets the 1-2-3, walks out of here, still your NXT champion. Then we go backstage real quick, and Oba and Ishiki are talking, and he's like, listen, I apologize for Briggs. You know, that's not how I do things. He's like, listen, if you want your rematch, one-on-one, no Josh. And here comes Briggs, like, calling Yoshiki a man of honor, but I'm not. And him and Oba getting into it. We'll see what happens down the road. But your guys' thoughts on the title match? I mean, it is what it is, man. Obviously, Oba does what he does. But hell of a match for what it was. Both these guys, they left it in the ring. Oba walking out, still your NXT men's champion. Mike, I know you're a big Oba fan. I'll start with you. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I love the match. I thought Inamura really represented himself really well. I like the way it's going with Josh Briggs, kind of going back into a heel character. You know, he's been a face for a little bit ever since him and Jensen broke up. So I'm glad to see him going back into a heel character. And look, man, if we get a triple threat out of this, because if you notice, not only did he come in and kind of get in Oba's face, he pushed Inamura away. So there was physical contact there where he's pushing Inamura too. Yeah, so if we get that triple threat and it's anywhere near as good as the triple threat that Briggs, Dijak, and Oba had last year around December, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Yeah, sign me up for that. And that, to me, that would be a good way if you want to call Oba up and if you want to take a belt off of him, you do it in a triple threat. Have Josh cheat and beat Inamura. Oba loses the belt, moves up to the main roster, and then Briggs and Inamura can continue that feud going forward later on. Sometime down the road, either December, January, sometime like that, whenever you want to start talking about Oba getting called up. I love the match. I love where it's going, and it's probably one of the better stories that was told that I thought really made a lot of sense on this show.
Yeah, I love the background, the back like ground and like the backstage stuff when he was like, listen, I'm sorry, man, but I kind of want to clean with you. And Oba was like, I get that. So yeah, you know what? You got that. You and me, let's go. Like I love that. That's some cool storytelling where it's like, you know what? I appreciate that. Let's you and me do it one time. You and me, let's see what happens. That was cool shit. So I'm excited to see where that story goes. Lady Alpha, your thoughts on the match and Oba walking out. Still your men's NXT champion.
I love this match. This was my favorite match of the whole day.
Yeah, baby.
I started watching wrestling at 1:00, so I was like, "Yeah, this is my favorite match."
Same.
It ended the way I thought it would. Although I was kind of pulling for Yoshiki because, if Oba loses the belt, that means he's moving up, right? So I'm waiting for that. I'm ready for him to move up to the main roster, and it would have been cool if Yoshiki had done that for him and him moving up. Then I would have been happy that way too. But a win is good.
A win's a win. A win's a win. Oba walks out. He's still a champion. So we'll see what happens in Heat Wave. Matt, your thoughts, man? Oba's still your champion. What are your thoughts on the match and the backstage segment?
Man, I love Oba. That dude is so good. That's gonna get over on the main roster real quick.
Oh, yeah.
So much. Oh God.
Yes.
They have a problem in NXT right now with the men's division because realistically speaking, he's the best booked male wrestler on the entire brand. And there's nobody that's realistically a threat to him. That dude is just bigger, stronger, faster than everybody.
Well, Jasper Troy was, but then
it does.
Yeah, boys, bouncy. Apparently,
I'm just talking about like the aura. The dude doesn't even have to say a whole lot, and he's got it figured out already. They're gonna have to do something with a triple threat or a larger match to get the belt off him. He's not gonna eat a pinfall. This dude is that damn good.
Mm-hmm.
They have not built anybody up, and they don't have any legitimate challengers to that title for him. Like you said, it might have to be a Briggs triple threat to where one of them gets the title without pinning Oba. Oba needs to be on Raw or SmackDown like next week. Dude is good. Like in time for SummerSlam. He should be up there tomorrow. Still, even as the NXT champion, he should be doing what guys like Owens were doing, where they're still coming up holding NXT gold and still wrestling main eventers, like what they did with Owens and Cena years ago. But Oba's the man. I like the finisher. He's raw power, man, and he looks the part. He looks like a menace, and that's what you want for a big dude. And I've been a fan of him since the first time I saw him wrestle. I'm like, oh shit, I can get behind this. Oba's, and then the little swagger walk to the ring and everybody chanting and I can't wait. I can't wait for him to be on Raw or SmackDown.
First of all,
you alluded to a video game earlier. Yeah, it's crazy.
He does the whole silhouette thing, man. I'm like, I'm here for it, man. That's my point.
I mean, he kind of gives like not the same vibes, but I like him in NXT the way I like Cross in his original NXT run.
Yeah,
like the
I
entrance.
hope they keep it. I hope they keep that run. Keep that energy when he gets up to the main roster.
Yeah.
If those that don't know.
Yeah, it's crazy. I love it, man. He's so good. And he makes everybody look good too. No matter, he does sell. And I like that. For a bigger guy, he does sell damage.
He's an amazing. That's what I'm saying. I was going to get on that. He sells and he makes you look good. Even if he's going to get the win, he still gets out there. But just so you know, that man is Bama bred. My boy was telling you. That's right, baby. You know who he from. Mm-hmm.
How we build
right. That's how we do it.
Built my best more than just a phrase, baby.
Bama bred, baby. Yeah, that's right. Oba's going to be a force, man. I'm so happy for it. I cannot wait till he's up there. And that's why with someone like him, and make him, I don't care if he has that belt for another 8 to 10 months.
Give me Oba and Fatu. Give me Oba and Fatu and let them just go to war.
I feel like he crushed.
Put him inside a cell.
I'm not trying to shit on Fatu, but I feel like he crushed Fatu though.
Fatu's a different breed, man. That's a different.
If Fatu was on a crazy win streak, and then he's like, "There's nobody that can tag me," and here comes Oba. You're like, "Oh shit!" Oba's the guy. Like,
there's somebody
that makes sense. I'm here for that. Shit. Okay. But
and that's funny you mentioned. That's funny you mentioned John Cena. I've said that a few times that Oba should be John Cena's last match. Like he comes out as like an open challenge for his last match in Boston. And Oba comes out and just squashes him in his last match, and it elevates Oba. And John Cena goes out on his back like he should, like most professional wrestlers want to. I've said plenty of times that could very well be his last match.
I would love that.
I'm gonna send you those videos, Mike. I'm gonna send you the videos, Mike. I'm like, yo, look at this, look at this shit. Oh man, I'm not happy. I'm gonna be crying. I'm gonna be weeping behind that camera. I'm not happy for it. I'm not excited for it. I'm not ready. There's not many wrestlers I've got to see debut, and I don't know if any of us have seen it, but like this is the first one I've seen him with ruthless aggression. And now I get to see this man end his career. And I'm like, what the damn? Wow. This is going to be nuts. So yeah, big on Oba, man. It was an awesome match. And obviously we have not seen the last of those two going at it. I don't know if it's going to be on regular CW TV. If we're running back this Heat Wave, I think Briggs and Oba get into it. And maybe, I don't know how they're going to run it. But it's going to be, I think at the end of the day, Briggs is going to end up feuding with other folks aside from Oba. And was be like, you need to handle your shit over here, man. Get out of here. Get away from me. Get out of my face. But then we go into the main event, the ladies tag match. We have Blake Monroe taking on Fatal Influence. Obviously, Blake Monroe and Jordan Grace. I'm sorry, Fatal Influence. Great match. Great match. I mean, for what it was a great match. It went back and forth. I think a lot of people didn't think it was going to happen, but Blake and Grace win. They get the win. Going into Evolution, a lot of people thought, what's going to happen? Is there a heel turn coming? Like I said, it's not yet, but we'll see what happens. Real quick to end this and get into other stuff. You guys' thoughts on the tag match tonight in the main event, and Blake and Jordan walking out here as your winners. Lady Alpha, I'll start with you.
Well, I'm not mad about it. I'm surprised by it.
Same.
I am surprised by it because I know it was Blake's first match, but they're not a actual, tag team. So
right. Not thrown together, but kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
The muscle muffin.
Exactly.
Muscle muffin. Yeah,
I love that so much. By the way. That's my favorite thing in the world right now.
I'm waiting for the shirt. I'm waiting for the shirt with like a muscle and just a muffin on the shirt. I'm like, give me it. $25. I'll take that. Give me that.
Yeah,
shirt.
like a muffin with the jacked up arms like that.
Yes. The same. Give me it. $25. Shut up. Give me it. I'll take it. Go ahead, Lady Alpha.
I mean, it was a great match. I really enjoyed it, and I'm just surprised by the outcome, but not mad about it.
No, I mean, I'm not mad that they won, but I think we talked about the same thing. I thought it was one of those things where JC kind of gets the win here, and she kind of holds the belt up, and like, see you tomorrow. One of those things, but obviously. Blake was able to showcase what she could do. She looked great. Jordan is amazing. And not that taking anything away from Fatal Influence because those two ladies can go all day, every day. But great stuff. Obviously, they don't get the win, but Blake and Jordan do. Matt, I'll start with you. What are your thoughts, man? What are your thoughts on the match and those two ladies winning before Evolution tomorrow night?
That was a great match. I can tell you right now, this NXT women's division might be the best in the world. Like collectively, they're so damn good. It's close. Mm-hmm. They're good. They're fun to watch. And Blake Monroe's not going to be down there long. Both of them might. Well, actually, all of them, with the exception of JC, who is getting her due as champ. But those two, all four of them could go. I enjoyed that match thoroughly from start to finish. A lot of good spots. They all had good chemistry, and I enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to Evolution tomorrow night.
I'm so excited for that pay-per-view. So excited.
Yes.
But yeah, all four can go, man. It was an awesome match. Big Mike, your thoughts, man? What are your thoughts on them walking out of here, and obviously implications tomorrow night with that title match going down? What are your thoughts?
I loved it for a few reasons. One, because it's the match that helped me retain my NXT title because I'm the only one that picked the Glamour and Grace.
You are because I picked Fatal Influence, so I get that. I get that.
Oh no, I see. Lady Alpha School. She's got a dry erase board that she wrote them all down. So I'm looking at it, and out of your show and mine, I'm the only one that picked them. So that kind of makes me feel good. I mean just. The match in general was really good. I don't think it bodes very well for Jordan Grace tomorrow either, which is kind of the reason I picked it because I think it's going to be the opposite tomorrow. I think JC retains for a few reasons, especially with Masha coming out and getting involved with Fatal Influence during the match. I think it ties into JC retaining tomorrow, and then it's JC and Masha at Slammiversary. Just because they've already run Jordan Grace and Masha Slamovich a few times. So, kind of backwards booking from that is why I thought Grayson and Monroe would win. But overall, it was a really good match. I was glad to see Jasmine Nix get physical again because it looks like, even like the run in a last week or a week or two, Jasmine Nix just kind of ran away and didn't get physical. So I was afraid she may be injured. So I was glad to see her get a little physical so she's not injured. I'd like to see her back in the ring because she's really smooth in the ring as well. Great debut for Blake Monroe. We talked about it the other day. This was the one I was the most anticipated for just to see how they were going to present her in the ring. And I was pleasantly surprised that they presented her the way they did and not as just kind of the same ditzy character that they have in the vignettes and stuff. She actually got to show some physicalness, some ferocity, and things like that. It's indicative of the Mariah May character that we knew. She didn't go all out there, but you got to see signs of that where it's not just going to be the pretty makeup, hair, curl. She's going to show some grit. She's going to show some fight in the ring, which is something I really wanted to make sure they did in that character. So I was glad to see that too.
No, it looked good. I agree. Like that, when she came out, I was like, okay, I'm waiting here. I'm trying not to see like obviously the Mariah May kind of thing, and I'm like, what are we gonna do? Like Monroe, what's going on? She looked great, and the ring stuff. I mean, take a name. A name is a name. Take the name away. You watch what she does, and she's great at what she does in the ring. So I was pleasantly surprised. It was good to see what she does. So I was happy. I don't know if I agree with you. I mean, obviously you see my picks. I don't know. I don't know if Jordan takes an L here. It would be the thing because Jordan is obviously the shoe-in pick. If it's Masha, you're like, yeah, Jordan Grace, let's go. Like that's what you want. Like, well, JC Jane wins, and you're like, oh no, here's like the wrench and everything. So we'll see what happens. But that's why tomorrow night is going to be amazing in Evolution. I'm very excited for those matches, man. I'm so pumped for that. So pumped for that card. Awesome. So like I said, there were bookends. Obviously, if you watched Great American Bash, if you're a connoisseur and you like your buffet and you were watching All In as well, before the main event hit on All In, you also tuned into Peacock and you caught Saturday main event on Peacock and NBC for a little 4-match event that we had over here. Some more WWE stuff going on, some cute matches, some good stuff going on over here. They kicked off with Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre over on Saturday main event. Obviously with Logan Paul over in Drew McIntyre's corner and Jelly Roll over in Randy Orton's corner. The match was great. A lot of stuff in the middle of the ring. Obviously, at one point, Logan Paul and Jelly Roll get into it outside the ring. They're pushing and shoving. Things are going down. At the end of the day, Randy Orton gets the RKO on Drew McIntyre. Not what I thought was going down. I picked Drew McIntyre to win this. But Randy gets a RKO, gets a 1-2-3. He walks out of there. Excuse me. Fisticuffs go on. Everyone's beating the hell out of each other. Drew McIntyre gives Jelly Roll a little Claymore, knocks his ass out. And this leads into, not to like foreshadow, but talking about what happened later on the show. But we'll talk about it now. Goes down the road, and Jelly Roll's kind of holding his head, and Randy's like, I'm sorry, man. I shouldn't let you down. And Jelly Roll's like, no, man, I think I'm soft, man. I'm here for it. I want them. I want them go. He looks over, and Randy's like, I got one word. SummerSlam. Me and Mike talked about this on Friday night on the Shakedown. Randy Orton, Jelly Roll taking on Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul. I thought it was night one. The more I think about it, it's night two. That's night two. With that much firepower, it's night two. And I'm not trying to do this because I'm like, oh, I'm going night two. I'm just that is so much firepower. It's night two. And Mike, we talked about it last night, man. That the fact I looked over, I was like, hey, it's gonna be night two. And Bob was like, oh, Randy Orton. I was like, dude, I gotta tell Mike, I knew this is how you're gonna react. I knew this was gonna go down. So I gotta buy all the John Cena towels in the world over at the souvenir stand. So but yeah, so it's looking like that tag match might happen night two. But with all that being said, your guys' thoughts as far as the opening match, Orton and Drew McIntyre and the tie-ins to the tag match going to SummerSlam. Big Mike, I'll start with you.
So I'll be short because you and I did talk about it a lot last night. A lot of my feelings were on there last night. So I'll let Matt and Lady Alpha have a lot of the time. I will say I'll reiterate the one fact that I really don't want to see Jelly Roll wrestle. No offense to Jelly Roll, I'm big. He's done great things with his weight loss.
Three moves.
He's a huge superstar. I don't want to see Jelly Roll wrestle. I really don't. But I'll leave it at that. Now I'll let Matt and Lady Alpha have some time since, like I said, we talked about it enough.
With that being said, I'll move on to Lady Alpha. Randy Orton, Drew McIntyre. Randy Orton gets the win here, and some foreshadowing to SummerSlam in a couple weeks. What are your thoughts?
Why?
Thank you.
I don't understand this at all. I really don't. I know I'm familiar with some of the stunts that WWE has pulled in the past, but no. That I don't even want to watch that match.
It's definitely too, Mike. It's definitely.
I think I'm gonna, when that match comes on, I'm gonna go make snacks. I'm not gonna watch that.
That's the get up. I gotta go to the bathroom and make a drink. I gotta go. I'll see you in a little bit.
I'm sorry. I know that's probably rude. I just don't want to watch that.
Well, you think about it. I mean, not for nothing. I mean, I know Jelly Roll's in it, right? But you have Randy Orton, Drew McIntyre, and Logan Paul. You have three studs in the ring. Obviously, yes, Jelly Roll has got to get tagged in at some point. Give a couple like knuckle sandwiches and some noogies and a choke slam, or maybe a jelly blockbuster. I don't know. Whatever the hell they're gonna call it, but you know what I mean. Like, but the three of these guys, Randy Orton's gonna take 87% of the match. So Jelly gets tagged in, maybe beats. You know he's gonna beat the hell out of Logan. It's not gonna be Drew. So Logan takes a couple lumps, gets to make a noogie, like whatever, and then like here comes Randy, RKO 1, 2, 3, whatever. But I think it protects Jelly Roll. And again, not to go into what we talked about with the book ended, but if you have Boom AJ in AEW with his two sons, which is great, but if you're doing that right in a 6-man tag, why can't we do Jelly Roll in a tag match? That, you know what I mean? Like, it's okay. It's okay. That's why we do this, right? That's why you book a 6-man tag with Boom AJ and everyone else around him. That's why you book Jelly Roll with Randy Orton, Logan Paul, and Drew McIntyre. So it's gonna be interesting. But I agree, it's definitely get up. Oh man, my drink's low. I gotta make another drink. Let's see what happens. With that being said, Matt, what are your thoughts, man? Jelly Roll wrestling night 1 or 2 at SummerSlam with Drew, Randy, and Logan Paul.
I have to agree with Lady Alpha. Why? Why? Why are we doing this hokey shit right now? Why? Like, okay. I understand Logan Paul. Logan Paul's put his all into this. Yeah. He's legitimate in the ring. He is somewhat of a seasoned vet. And when it comes to celebrities, you had Bad Bunny in a couple of years ago. You had
with Damien, yep.
Like, they should have learned from Travis Scott. Like, this is a bad idea. This is such a bad idea. The fact that Randy Orton was main eventing last month with John Cena, and Drew McIntyre just got done a fantastic feud with Damian Priest, and before that CM Punk, and now he's got to wrestle Jelly Roll at SummerSlam. What? This is bullshit. On the highest degree, man. What are we doing here? This is
that's what I'm saying. But this is what I'm saying, though. Man. Like, but this is what I'm saying, and Mike can agree with it. Like, you got to, but look at it. This is why someone like myself, and not that I know you don't watch a lot of AEW, but like, you got to look at both sides of it, right? So, like, I
saw the 12-year-old stand toe to toe with one of the adult wrestlers.
Yeah, he got his ass knocked down, right?
I saw
But that's
that.
what I'm saying.
Okay.
So if we're doing that, why can't we do a jelly roll? It's okay. It's okay.
There's no rhyme or reason. There's no rhyme or reason. Let's be real. Orton and McIntyre only have a certain amount of bumps left on their bump card in their career.
More so
wasting.
More so Orton.
But they're both over in their 40s. And you got Logan Paul, who you only got a certain amount of dates for, obviously. Because he's not there every week. And then you got Jelly Roll. I love Jelly Roll's singing. I think that he's a fantastic artist. But he needs to be about 1,000 feet away from the ring in a suite. This is fucking ridiculous. The minute I see Jelly Roll throw a half-ass punch, I'm gonna be pissed. Because at the end of the day, you're wasting one of Orton's potential last pay-per-views. I'm not saying he's gonna retire, but Orton is in his mid-40s, and it's like you go from being with Cena to Jelly Roll. This is a fucking joke, dog. He definitely joke.
He had his hands in Logan's hair, bro. He had that motherfucker. He was like, "Come here."
Now I'll say this: Jelly sold that Claymore like gold.
But he was out. He did the whole he was on the mat. He had the drool,
bro. Yeah. You got a smoking wife that brings home other chicks to you. What are you doing wrestling?
Okay. All right.
Go home.
Come on, man. Brought to you by Blue Chew.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Travis Scott busted Cody's eardrum at Mania. Or I'm sorry, Rumble. What one?
Rumble, yeah, Rumble.
Yeah, it was Rumble. You see how that much of a disaster that was, and now you got Jelly Roll wrestling. It's like this is stupid. I don't care about star power. It's stupid. I feel so bad for Randy Orton. I feel so bad for Drew McIntyre. Hell, I don't like Logan Paul, but I feel bad for Logan Paul.
Randy and Jelly are boys though. Like now, outside of this, they're boys though. That's that shit. That's why he wanted to go with Randy. They're boys. So I don't know. We'll see what happens.
It's funny. It's funny you bring up the big boom AJ and all that of it all. Great. I would be perfectly fine if Jelly Roll was in that same role as Big Justice was today. You got one spear and that's it. After the matches, at the very end of the match, everybody's already beaten up. You come in and do one move and you're out. He needs to be in that spot, not in the spot in the match. He needs to have somebody else representing him in the match, somebody who can actually wrestle. And then once Logan Paul's been beat up and kicked and all that, and maybe cheats or something, then Jelly Roll can come in and hit one move and then get your butt out of the ring just like Big Justice did, just like the 12-year-old did today.
Yeah, but Justice got the window tonight. That's
John,
the thing. So
no Big Boom. So I'm okay with Big Boom being in there because Big Boom has been a wrestler for a long time.
Boom got the win though. Boom got the
pin. But he's been a wrestler. So and it's on the pre-show. It's not even. It's on the 0 hour.
It was a zero hour. It was before the actual
0 hour.
Match.
Exactly. And John and AJ has been a wrestler for a lot of years. He was an independent wrestler before he became who he is now.
John, I interview a ton of football players over the course of my time doing my show, but I don't have any business going into training camp and putting pads on.
I know. I know.
It's like, I interviewed Eric Acosta last January. I should get an invite and go try out for the Baltimore Ravens on that principle alone. Hell no. My fat ass would die. This is ridiculous. Come on, what are we doing, man? I hate this shit. This shit pisses me off.
It was
Jelly Roll has lost a lot of weight. First of all, motherfucker.
I don't care.
My man has been training for months.
It's Jelly Roll. Somebody save me from this match. Holy shit.
Oh my god. You know what's sad? Me and Mike were. I looked at Mike, and I was like, "It's night one." And Mike goes, "I don't know, man. Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre." I went, "Fuck, it's night two. It is. It's gonna open."
Well, and again,
it's gonna be night two. It's gonna be night two.
I'll go back to the part. Jelly Roll's first appearance was at WrestleMania on night 2. So they're going to put him in SummerSlam on night 2.
Oh God!
Like Lady Alpha said, I'm gonna be getting a soda and refilling like my chip
Yeah,
bowl.
well, yeah. The only thing my wife, the only thing my wife is going to be getting is more.
It's so unserious, John.
Is more
it's so
towels.
unserious.
Like watching Randy Orton come out. Jesus Christ!
It's so unserious. Like
I'm gonna have to hit the souvenir stand. Like Mike told me, I gotta go buy more John Cena towels. The time is now. You're right. The last time is now. Put that fucking clean that
John,
up.
we talk about the pettiness of these companies going against each other, and they want to talk about SummerSlam crushing anything AEW does over the summer, but they're putting Jelly Roll in a fucking wrestling ring.
Okay, take away the Jelly Roll match. The rest of the matches are gonna be good, man. Like, come on, you got Dominic and AJ, you got Cena, and come on, you got a lot of stuff.
Okay. So we're gonna get Jelly Roll and we're gonna get this Jelly Roll tag team match. And the Wyatt Six and Montez Ford and Dawkins are gonna have to run it back on the SmackDown before SummerSlam. They're not gonna be on the card for this stupid shit. It's crazy.
No, me and Mike are convinced. No. Me and Mike are convinced ridiculous. They're gonna have themselves a massive ass tag team match at SummerSlam for like those belts. And not for nothing too. My wife actually like enlightened me. No, hold on. My wife actually enlightened me some shit. I don't know if you guys have seen this stuff between the Situation and Stacks over at NXT. Stacks has had a
God Almighty, no.
No. Get ready because I was like, this is some funny shit. I even tagged
the Situation was pathetic when I was 17. I'm 36 now, and he's still pathetic.
Well, I mean, not for nothing. He's cleaned up. He's been sober for 10 years.
It does.
So, I mean, he has
I've been sober 11 years, but I'm not,
But he's also been in Jersey Shore. And then I said something, and then I was watching tonight, and she looked at me. She goes, "Isn't SummerSlam in Jersey?" I went, "Fuck." She's absolutely right. I went, "Oh my God." I was like, "Dude."
Here's the good news of that situation. And I use situation as a pun, obviously, is that will never happen at SummerSlam. That will be at Heatwave. I'm okay with that happening at a Heatwave because it's an NXT show. That you can do that all day long. If there's zero chance that makes it to SummerSlam.
You think they're going to run the Situation out at NXT? That's why I thought about it. I went, they're going to run that out at SummerSlam. There's no way.
Where is Heatwave at?
I don't know. I haven't looked. I know it's booked, obviously. Whoever has his phone, whoever can look, Mike, I know you're.
I think it's also in Jersey. I think it's up there. It's not the same weekend because it's late.
Is it the same weekend as SummerSlam? Like
no. It's late August. It's August 24th.
Or Thursday.
No, it's late August.
Yeah, they're not. No, they're not in Jersey.
John, I'm gonna call you if Jelly Roll climbs to the top rope in this match. And I'm gonna
call me, baby. I'll be here, dude. I'll send you a video.
Real
I'm like, yo, look at this shit. Look at it.
No, I'm gonna FaceTime you. I'm gonna FaceTime you if Jelly Roll climbs his fat ass to the top rope. And I'm saying this with all due respect, because I'm over 300 pounds of my goddamn self. But this is the most unserious
why are you getting
the world.
Who's FaceTiming you? Not aware. That's Matt. Hold on, wait. I gotta show him. Hold on, wait.
Was this the match? Was this the match that I said I was going to come kick you in the nuts about last night? Which one was that? Was that Jelly Roll?
No,
I said I was going to come kick you in the nuts.
No, it's Jelly Roll. Shit. No, it wasn't Jelly Roll. It was
It's so
shit.
ridiculous.
It was SmackDown. How they smack?
I told my wife Jelly Roll was wrestling.
She said,
why? Why?
And just to answer your question, Heatwave is in. You ready, John? Get ready to shell out some more money. Heatwave is in Lowell, Massachusetts.
Shut up! Are you serious?
100%, dead serious. 100%.
It's in Lowell. Oh,
August 24th in Lowell, Massachusetts.
Ladies and gentlemen, my ass is gonna be at Heatwave, so I might be seeing. There might be a situation.
Oh, so you get to see all the stereotypical Italian people.
Okay, you know
under
what?
One
roof.
Man?
That's fucking.
Yes. John will also be there.
Hey,
yeah, me too, brother.
I married
Thank
an
you.
Italian
So
woman. It's
appreciate
okay. I got the pass for life. I married an Italian.
Hi, Claudio Castellino. Hi.
I got the pass for life, buddy.
It'll be Tony, Stacks, The Situation, and MJF Jr.
We're probably gonna get Jay Wow and Snooki and all that shit too.
Oh my god,
this is so unserious.
Anyway,
I hate this shit. I hate celebrities in wrestling. I hate
Moving,
so much.
moving on. So away from the men, we go to the ladies. Obviously, we show Jade Cargill in the ring. I'm sorry, at ringside, watching what's going on here. It's our main event. She gets her ass attacked by Naomi. I'm so sick of this Naomi Jade stuff. I really.
I'm so sick of this shit too.
I'm here. So apparently, here comes Nick Aldis. He's like, I'm sick of it. I was going to get you two in the back. Apparently, he didn't have 2-3 weeks to talk to him about that. Apparently, Nick wanted to wait till tonight to talk to them about it. But apparently, between the two of these young ladies, there's only one person out of that whole locker room. I don't know why you picked this person that apparently can keep order. The special guest referee for tomorrow night's match is going to be none other than Bianca Belair in their no holds barred match. Why you need a referee to hold court in no holds barred match, I don't know, but obviously feeding into the storyline, it probably throws a wrench in how I think things are going to go down as well as with Mike as well. So Jade, Naomi, no holds barred tomorrow night at Evolution. Bianca Belair is the special guest referee. Lady Alpha, I'll start with you with these new stipulations thrown in. What are your thoughts on the match tomorrow night?
I'm not really sure. No, seriously. It does.
It's everybody.
When he threw that out there, I was just like,
oh
yeah, this is going to be a mess because everybody's been speculating about her turning heel and all this stuff, and I'm like, oh, but who would she interfere for? That's the thing, you know?
Exactly.
So I'm standing by my pick. Absolutely, I'm standing by it because I really truly believe that's where the story needs to go. And with Jade coming out on top, but yeah, that added twist makes me a little nervous about my pick.
No, same. I'm gonna stand by my Jade pick, and obviously I gave like how I see it going down and tomorrow night, and then going to SummerSlam. I think that it actually feeds into the thought process I had. We talked about a couple of nights ago, but I still have Jade coming on top. Matt, what are your thoughts, man? Now, Jade and Naomi are going at it, but now Bianca's the referee. How do you think that all goes down tomorrow night?
It's exhausting.
We're all
man.
like, ugh.
This is exhausting. Like,
yeah, dude, it's rough.
I
It's
know
rough.
they hate each other, but they're just setting up for an inevitable triple threat match at SummerSlam. Let's just get that out of the way. And I'm not going to get on my soapbox here because I think I have at some point tonight, and I'm sorry. But WWE has fumbled. WWE has fumbled the build to Evolution so much. They're doing a disservice to every female on their roster on all three brands. They've muddled this whole thing, and it's such a rush build. And you had to have it on this weekend. You could have put this a couple weeks out and given it.
It was supposed to be a weekend sun 2 weeks ago, baby. It was supposed to be right here in Connecticut. It's supposed to be right down the street.
No, I get it, but it's almost like they're not putting effort into Evolution for it to flop, so they never have to do this shit again. And I hate it.
No,
I hate it. No, come on, John. Let's
not the last time.
John, they've been building SummerSlam and Evolution simultaneously. It's not getting it. This should be its own weekend by itself.
I agree.
It should not be going on a Sunday night following All In and the Great American Bash and Saturday Night Main Event. It's overkill. This should have
the lady should have had their own weekend. They
should have had their own weekend, but all that to say this: get all three of them in the ring and end this shit. Let them go their separate ways. There's a whole lot you can do with all three of them. Mm-hmm. Naomi's got the briefcase. Just get it out of the way. Get this ass whooping out of the way. Let them beat the shit out of each other and just go. And then when Bianca inevitably turns on one of them or favors one over the other, then you have the grounds for the triple threat. It's too much at this point.
Obviously, whatever happens tomorrow night, the implications are going to roll over into SummerSlam, so I'm here for that. So I'm pumped for it. Big Mike, what are your thoughts, man?
So every time you and I have done a show and we've had one of these segments, you've asked me, does it make me more excited or less excited?
Or less excited.
For the match. And pretty much every time we've done that, I've said that whatever happens during that specific thing, it's made me more excited for the match. Because this is one of my most anticipated matches of the show. I've wanted to see this match. Mm-hmm. As soon as they announced Bianca Belair, I was less excited for the match. And that's nothing against Bianca. I wanted a match very similar to what we saw with Ethan Page and Ricky Stark. I pulled a sped. I called him Starks. Ricky Saints.
Okay.
I wanted to see that style of match tomorrow in this no holds barred. I wanted to see them beat the crap out of each other. I wanted to see them go all out in this feud there until, whatever happens at SummerSlam. We all think we know what's happening at SummerSlam. What it is there. But then you bring Bianca Belair in, or you bring Bianca Belair in here after the match. If she wants to come down and beat down whoever the winner is, that's completely fine. She could still be involved in the show. I didn't want her involved in the match. I wanted them to just beat the crap out of each other, have a clear winner, and then move on until whatever happens at SummerSlam. Obviously, I've talked about what I think is going to happen at SummerSlam. I think it could be, obviously, and I think you agree too, it could be Jade beating Tiffany and then Naomi cashing in on Jade, and then you go from there. And that's a whole different part of the story. That's perfectly fine to me. I don't want Bianca in this match. I don't want her as a special guest referee. She obviously didn't do a very good job when it was Io and Rhea. When she was a special guest referee, that was horrible. And I love Bianca Belair. I'm a Bianca Belair fan. I just don't want to see her in this spot. This is the first time I would have to answer. This made me less excited, or one of the matches I was the most excited for on the Evolution card.
This should have been a cage match.
Yes, I'd have been perfect for that.
I'm okay with it. But me and Mike were talking about it last night, and I was like, this is the match. Like, again, whatever your predictions were, whatever happened tomorrow night, and whatever happens at SummerSlam, I was like, dude, these two girls are going to beat the hell. Like, when Nick got up on the stairs and he's talking, I'm like, okay. And then he goes, there's only one person that can. I'm like, shut up. Stop. Why? What are you doing? Like, you already have it on something. Don't shut up. And then he's like, and then her music hit. And I was like, why?
Yay.
It was like, I'm like, what are you doing? Why? They're perfectly fine. Their grudge match is disgustingly good. They're gonna beat the shit out of each other. No holds barred. I want chairs. I want fire extinguishers. I want tables. I want guardrails. I want everything I got in NXT tonight. Run her ass around the arena. Throw her through the tables with the styrofoam from under it over by like control set. Bianca's gonna whip some people with her hair on accident, and then Bianca has to like sit there and make that weird face where she's like, hey, who do I pin? Who do I count for? And I'm like, I don't want to see you making a judgment call like morality and like you have to like wrestle with yourself of who you're gonna side with. I want that at SummerSlam. I don't want that tonight or tomorrow night, I should say. But I agree with Mike, man. This ruined it for me. Because now I'm like, whatever. Again, take away the predictions because I'm not mad about that stuff. I don't give a shit. Like we do that. That's what we do on the normal. But like, you could have had so much stuff and team Bianca away from that and interjecting her maybe after the match, like Mike said, and then bringing her more so maybe a presence going into SummerSlam in New Jersey. And now tomorrow night she's gonna have a direct effect of who wins. And that kind of throws that's a catalyst into what happens in the next 3 to 4 weeks as we move into going to MetLife. So I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about it.
And even if you wanted a special guest referee in this situation, which again you don't need a referee really, other than to count 3. If you wanted a special guest, this would have been a perfect time to have a legend like Alita or a Jacqueline or somebody who would have been very well versed with an Extreme Rules match, anything like that, and could have represented the women in that respect. you could have elevated that right there
Gail
and
Kim.
made it really cool to where you've got one of these legendary women who are big badass women, just like Jade and Naomi can be, and that would have been perfect for that. Then all they would have had to do is count 3, and somebody like Jacqueline or Victoria or somebody like that would have been like, "Hey, you're not hitting her hard enough. Here, take this kendo stick and beat the shit out of her with this." They would have elevated it more, and it would have been so much better than
Exactly.
than having Bianca Belair, and that would have been a perfect use of one of your legends instead of having them in competing in a match.
Yeah, not
I'm off
excited
my
for it.
soapbox now.
Not excited for it, at least. That's okay. It's I'm on mine too. I get it off. We'll jump off together. Dumbo and Louise, let's go.
Hold hands again.
So I talked about this before we got in here. Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa. I missed a little bit of this match. My little one has a night terror, so I didn't see all of it. I saw the beginning. I saw the end. So whoever did see this, I think Big Mike, you said you saw a lot of it. I'm going to lead on you a little bit. What happened in the match, and kind of how we got to the end of the finish of who won the match going for the U.S. title.
I mean, as much as I hate to say it, the match went exactly like you think it did. You really didn't have to watch the match to know what happened. I mean, Jimmy got some offense in. Solo got. I mean, there was a cool move that Jimmy did where he was like spinning and jumping on the group. I mean, there was a couple of decent moves, but ultimately, My Family Tree gets involved. Solo gets the win with My Family Tree. Then there's the beatdown afterwards. Jacob Fatu finally comes out. I'm not sure why Jacob Fatu maybe didn't come out beforehand and help Jimmy, since they've been kind of teaming together on SmackDown the past few weeks. But yeah, I mean, just pretty predictable match. It progresses the story along a little bit with, Fatu coming out at the end and fighting the whole family tree by himself. We didn't get any new members of anything. So I was just kind of on this match, to be completely honest. It didn't really do a whole lot for me other than it being a decent match. Matt, what'd you think about it?
It was your typical Solo versus anybody match. Everybody runs in. Solo wins. It's almost like it's too predictable at this point, and he just started his U.S. title reign. But I will say this: Solo might be the funniest dude in WWE. His antics and his mannerisms are absolutely hilarious. I love it. But if you want to make him legitimate again, don't let these dudes run in every single match. Let him get a couple of decisive victories as U.S. champion back under his belt. I'm not saying he's got to beat Fatu. I'm not saying he's got to beat Jimmy or Jay or anybody. But Solo's better than that. He doesn't need the help. But now you got to promote this new 6'8" Talatonga, as the next big enforcer for the group.
Which Jacob still kind of punked out at the end there. So who knows where that's going to go. Lady Alpha, what'd you think of the match? Did you expect to see anybody else, maybe a new member of maybe Jacob's side of the faction that he's going to try to build, or did it kind of go the way you expected it to?
It went pretty much the way I expected it to. I didn't think they were going to bring it after all the new people they brought in the other ones recently. I didn't think they were going to bring any more new ones for this. But yeah, I totally expected them to get involved. I think everybody did. Like John said, Matt said, I'm sorry, Matt. It's predictable now.
It's okay.
Anytime Solo's in the ring, his henchmen are going to be right there, and they're going to make sure he gets the win. So.
Yeah, and John and I talked about it too. It's kind of a build for Survivor Series, but it's kind of not, because we haven't really started building other than what Solo's got. But you can see them kind of planting those seeds for future team ups with Jimmy and Jacob, and even LA Knight was there with Jimmy last night. On SmackDown. I don't know, man. I didn't really get a good feeling on this match at all watching it. Like I said, Jimmy had a couple of good moves that I thought was cool. Unfortunately for for all the Yeet fans. I mean, he showed that he had a few more different moves than Jey Uso's had over the past 6 months, to be completely honest. So maybe we pushed the wrong brother too fast. Just saying. But
so many people were banking on OTC making his return tonight, and me and you talked about it last night. I was like, nah. That's it's probably safe for New Jersey, but we'll see what happens. But a lot of people are like, oh yeah, apparently
I don't think Roman wants to come back.
Well, no, he doesn't want to, but he has a year and a half left, and they know.
I know he does.
Like, he's limited. He's limited. He's like,
I really think he wants to be in Hollywood.
Yeah, that's what he put a tweet out like I think 3 months ago, and he was like, listen, when this contract runs out, you're gonna see a lot less physical me, baby. And he's in Hollywood, baby. Street Fighter is just the tip of the iceberg. That man,
Did you see the Naked Gun commercial?
I've never seen. Yeah, hell yeah, I did. The fact that, dude, I don't know if all of you know. Like, I'm sure all of us are old enough to know Naked Gun. The fact that they're bringing that back with Liam, like, it's not Neeson. Yo, bro, like, I'm like, Liam Neeson,
Cody's
are you serious?
Too.
Like, as
Cody's gone.
I'm like, stop it. No. Cody's
about to be Hollywood.
No. Cody's gonna do the 2. He knows where his bread is buttered. He's not gonna make his. You can get paid what you want for a movie. I get that, but merch and no. Cody will go away for a little bit, and he's just. Go ahead.
I see Cody Rhodes taking more of the Triple H approach, where he will do a movie every now and then because Triple H was in a few here and there. Like Cody's doing right now. But I see him kind of go, I don't know if Cody Rhodes is a good actor. I hadn't really seen it yet. So I don't remember seeing Cody Rhodes in anything where I'm like, oh, he should do more of that.
And Street Fighter is not the way to like put them on that pedestal. Like, it's funny too, because if you saw the characters they need to portray, obviously Cody needs to just have a flat top, like blonde hair, which is cool. But if you saw the character that Roman has to play, he literally already has a fucking like he literally looks like Roman, but just like a big ass dude in like Street Fighter. So it's gonna be interesting to see the both of them. But I think Roman has again, I have not seen him in like it just him watching him in a movie is gonna be amazing. I just him and Momoa, I have not seen either one of them in the same room at the same time, but I found Momoa got actually casted for Street Fighter, so I guess that's going to end that theory. So there you go. Whereas the same thing with Chad Gable and El Grande Americano. Never seen him in the same room, but we'll see what happens. So I don't know what's going to happen.
I saw him in the same room
together.
I saw him on SmackDown. I saw him on SmackDown together.
Did you? Yeah. Don't, man.
That first night. That first night.
You know what?
You saw the interview.
Mike,
you saw the interview just like I did. A Grande Americano was getting carried out.
Who's
in the
that guy? Get that guy out of
Gable
here. Who's that guy?
They were in the same. Look, all you said was, "Have you never seen them together?" I've seen them together. There's visual evidence of seeing them in the same room together. You leave that man alone. That man is an inspiration to all short kings everywhere. You leave him alone.
Chad looked back. He goes. Chad was like, "Who's that guy?" Anyway, I remember, dude. Don't fuck. I remember that interview, baby. I remember that where he's like, "What? That was the seeds. Those were the seeds of the ground. That was the ground red grassroots, baby." Of Chad being like,
and oddly enough, if you try to Google that image has been scrubbed. You can see separate images of them like separately.
Shut up.
I cannot find that image of them together.
Of course,
which I know is there because I saw it on my television. WWE is trying to rewrite the history and try to scrub it. They're pulling some deep state shit and scrubbing the records so they can pin this on Chad Gable.
I don't think.
And everything that.
I'm sorry. Did you say dark state? What?
Maybe El Grande Americano is the head of Dark State. I don't know. That's possible.
Shut up. Stop it with that, man. Mike has a great question, actually, if some Street Fighter fans out there.
Yes.
Will Cody make it better? You think so? Really? Did Van Dam? Everyone's saying yes.
I'm not a Van Dam guy.
For the Van Dam?
I'm not a Van
I
Damme.
didn't like him in that movie.
Okay.
Van
we'll
Damme
see how
plays the
good he
same
does
character
then.
in every movie he's ever been in.
Yeah, but he's damn good at what he does. Shit.
He's
No,
good
I like
at
a lot of
the-
Van Damme
Omos
movies.
And Grande. Have we seen Almost and Grande in the same room?
I haven't seen
Yeah,
Almost
no.
on TV.
I need.
I don't think
Let me
you've
ask you
seen
a question.
Omos and anybody together.
I'm gonna go around real quick before we get into the next match before we get into this, I know we're going long, but fuck it. Here we go. When do we see Omos? Obviously, he got pulled out of Noah. He was a champion. They pulled him into WWE. He signed to WWE. It's no secret. When do we see Omos? Mike, I'll start with you.
I have no idea. Could he be Plan B that we talked about last night? We didn't think about it last night, but could he be Plan
Oh,
B?
Jesus. Can you imagine? That's Plan B? Oh,
For
my
what?
God.
Hold on, for what?
Or Seth
Seth
Rollins.
Rollins.
Seth Rollins has mentioned Plan B a couple times.
Jesus, please no. Please no.
That's like, no, stop it. No, Omos. But okay,
Seriously, just send him back to Japan.
So Mike
They
says
like
Plan
big
B
people
for,
over there.
But okay, so Matt, where do you see he signed? He got pulled out of Noah. He signed. Where does Omos fill in WWE?
They're gonna do some ridiculous shit and send him to NXT to fight Oba.
Oh my!
It's just so cliche.
Stop it!
It's
Oh my!
Look,
Royal
I'm
Rumble
a
2026.
I love
As Eric calls it.
Omos. He's a former Morgan State basketball player in my hometown, so I'm cool with that. I'm always gonna have a soft spot for him, but he can't wrestle for shit. So
he's stiff. He's definitely stiff.
He can't move. He's 7'3".
I think
What
that's
does
what
he
Oba
do?
was. Oba was the what? Oba
He's a
was
slightly more athletic Great Khali.
who?
Omos.
Oh, I thought you were
Slightly
saying
more
Oba.
athletic.
I'm like, Oba can
No.
go, bro. What are you
No,
talking about?
I'm
Oba
not
is
talking about
fucking
Oba.
physical.
Oba
Ugh.
is he's NXT king. Omos, no.
You could
I hope I
strap,
never
you
see
could
him.
strap the rocket.
If they put Omos with Paul Heyman, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be pissed. He's not. No, Plan B. That needs to be Plan Z. That needs to be Plan Z. Some bullshit.
Ladies and gentlemen, oh shit, here we go. Let's go.
Paul Heyman
Oh,
can't
man,
get him
here we
over.
go.
Nobody can get him over. MVP couldn't get him over.
If
AJ Styles
anyone
couldn't get
can
him
get
over.
somebody over, it's Paul Heyman. If anyone,
No.
if Paul Heyman can
No.
get,
The
that
Oracle
man could
can't
get,
do it.
Like the
The
Oracle,
Oracle
the
can't do
wise man. Oh Jesus,
That's almost like having Jelly Roll wrestle. Oh wait,
Let's let the young lady talk. Lady Alpha, what are your thoughts? Where's Omos popping up? If he's in the WWE, where are we going to see him?
Oh God, I don't even know. I don't even know where to venture a guess. Because I'm not familiar with him at all. I think because he's, well, I've never seen him wrestle. So
He's been away for a little. Well, you're not
Right.
missing much.
you're
okay.
fortunate.
Yeah, you lucked out.
She
You
is
lucked out.
fortunate.
Yeah, you're the fortunate one.
And see, I heard his name actually on the run-in for the first time.
Of course you did.
And my husband is a wrestling fan, so I talked to him.
It was
about
Bedrock, wasn't it?
okay,
It was
who is
Bedrock.
this? Yes. And it
That's where that's where the
Yes.
Grande Americano tie has come in. That's where
Yeah.
Michael from King Tattoo saw it. Sped has always said Omos is Grande Americano.
Mike has a great comment. If he just talks, he can get himself over. It's okay.
That's different. Getting
Yeah, I
himself
don't want all
over.
that.
Talking.
Yeah.
Talking is one thing. He can't move. If he lays down flat in the ring, he covers more than half of the length of one set of ropes to the other. He can't take a bump. I don't ever remember seeing him take a flat back bump.
So
No.
he did improve. He
Yeah,
improved over in Noah when he was over in
horrible,
Japan.
man.
Yeah. Let him stay over there. Let
He
him
looked good
beat
at
up on
Noah.
them.
He did.
like
Before
that
they pulled
shit.
him out, he looked good.
Okay, but why bring him back? What are they doing with him? Nothing.
We're bringing back the underground. We're bringing back.
We
the
got
underground.
Jelly Roll
We're
wrestling. This is
bringing
what we
back
get.
the ladies.
We get Jelly Roll
But
wrestling.
maybe he's gonna come to Jasper Choice.
You need to leave Jelly Roll alone, man. Come on, you didn't even leave that man alone. Jesus Christ!
Don't have me
Leave
on the
Jelly
SummerSlam
Roll
show. You better not have me on the SummerSlam
Oh,
show.
you damn right. No, your ass is on the jelly. Now you're on the SummerSlam show. Shit.
I'm gonna be on
Now
Jelly
you're
Roll's
on.
ass because this is ridiculous.
The three of us,
This is
plus probably
absolutely
two others.
ridiculous.
We're all on that SummerSlam shit. Let's go.
I want you in the summer because look, when Jelly Roll does a Hurricane Rana off the top rope, I'll be the
I
first
will
to
come on
apologize,
this
and Matt,
show.
you'll be the second.
I will come on this show shirtless if he does a Hurricane Rana. If Jelly Roll, I will come on this show shirtless, and I will apologize to Jelly Roll publicly.
I am
that
so
happens-
clipping that. I am so clipping that. I am tagging Jelly
Let's
Roll.
go, dude. I'm clipping this. We're going.
Buddy.
We're doing it. Because I'm
You're getting
I'm going to
You're getting
SummerSlam.
all the
We'll
tattoos
book it
and
this shit.
taco
We're
meat.
going.
I don't even give a shit at this point.
We're tagging Jelly Roll.
I will tag him. I don't even care. Tag Bunny too. It doesn't matter. If
I
he
need
does a
jelly-
Hurricane
I need a
Rana
jelly.
and lands it, I'm done. I will come on. I will be. You will see. You'll see nipples. I'm letting you know. You will see nipples.
Oh my god! Listen, we're doing.
I fucking hate.
We're
this
doing a
man.
jelly destroyer. It's going down. You guys are gonna be on the SummerSlam show. Holy shit! Oh my god. Anyway, all right. So
What-
moving on to the other matches. On the
Free the nipple.
my free the
I love
nipples.
this.
Oh no! Here goes. Oh Jesus! Mike from kicking out. Nessa's got to get into it too. Okay, Nessa.
I swear to God. I swear to God. And I will print out a Jelly Roll picture and put it to my left over here. It'll be right next to my man cave.
I need it. I need it.
I-
I want it.
I
I'm here
will.
for
If
it.
he hits a Hurricane Rana, it's over. Jelly will be behind me for the rest of the year.
Nessa, what's going on, baby? Thank you so much for jumping in. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you haven't checked out Nessa and the Humble Roses, go check out their podcast.
Jelly Roll.
man.
This is crazy. This is diabolical shit. I love it.
Yo, shut now for this point, I hope it's night 2. So when we come back here, you'll be like, how was it live? I'm like, honestly, it wasn't that bad. To be honest with you, it wasn't that bad. All right.
Honestly,
so,
you're gonna come back and say it was fucking Jelly Roll. That's what it was live.
it was Jelly Roll. What the fuck you want from me? Like they had his merch at the souvenir stand. What do you want from me? Jesus Christ.
Look, I will superimpose Jelly Roll as my background. I will go green screen. If he lands a Hurricane Rana, topless.
You sound like
Jelly Roll
SRS.
behind me. Nope.
Sean Sapp definitely knew who was going to win the main event of All In because he was like, if Mox retains, this is going to become a Jelly Roll stand account. And I'm like, I literally want to retweet it and be like, well, I guess we know who's going to win. Fuck. I mean, clearly you know what's up. Jesus Christ. Okay. So
This
from
is what we get.
laughing,
This is what we get.
let's move on to the next match, the Saturday main event. To some seriousness. LA Knight.
Way to kill the mood.
No, sorry. Hey, sorry, man. Sorry. I hate to be the guy. I gotta be the buzzkill. LA Knight, Seth Rollins, a big grudge match. LA Knight, I've been a big proponent of him. His SmackDown's getting a little dull. He's been obviously.
Michael, I'll sing.
I was in Providence this past Monday. LA Knight came out. The crowd popped. Huge for this guy. Huge, great wrestler. One of the best wrestlers I've seen.
We got a
LA Knight
Donnie
got a huge
impression?
pop.
My man.
Listen,
heard that lately.
man, I got more. Listen. But no, LA Knight, I think his move is to Raw. And I think this is the way to do that. You get a portal thing. Me and Mike talked about it on the shakedown. Maybe you move Jay over to SmackDown. You bring Jimmy over. How are you going to do this? But with that being said, I want to address the elephant in the room. I talked to Sean Sapp, speaking to this man from Fightful. I sent him a message a little while ago before we got on the air. He can confirm that the injury to Seth Rollins in the middle of the match is legit. His knee is hurt, whether it's a tweak, whether it's a ligament, whether it's a long-term thing, which would fucking suck. Excuse my language. I'm sorry. I know we're late here, so this would fucking suck if Seth is a group and this man has to miss time with his knee. Holy shit. Like, oh my God. Like, a prayer's up that it's just a tweak. There's something he had to roll out of the wing with. Obviously, LA Knight gets the BFT. 1, 2, 3. Quick. You saw LA Knight kind of look down on him, kind of talk about it and walk out. Which I was the only guy to pick LA Knight. Yeah. But again, a shitty way to get the win. But Seth, I mean, I really hope this is not something serious because it's such a great storyline being Money in the Bank. But it has been confirmed from some people from Fightful and Sean Sapp. This is legitimate. So obviously, Elena gets the win. Seth Rollins takes the loss. I mean, I guess we'll go around the room. The question, I guess, would be if Seth is here, and it might be something long term, where do you see them going with the storyline, with the Empire, with the Seth Riders? Where do you see them kind of going with that in the briefcase, kind of moving forward in the next 3 to 6 months? Lady Alpha, I'll start with you.
Oh man! First of all, no, it sucks, and I really, really hope that he's not seriously injured. We've seen enough of that this year already. So, I think, I mean, if he is injured and going to be out for a while, I think Braun is going to be moved to be the talking head, so to speak, of the group. As you know, he seems to be the most outgoing.
He does the ticking head thing. Yeah.
He's the most outgoing. He's got the personality. He's got the crowd. He's a heel, and they're still barking for him everywhere.
Mike's with you on that. I like that. That's a good call.
That's the only smart way to go,
Aaron.
though.
No, I agree. Out of the two, I'd give it to Braun. Aaron Loves Wrestling is checking in. Aaron has been live. For those of you who don't know, they didn't check in on our All In podcast. We did our predictions. Aaron is down in Dallas, in Texas. He is there. He is live. He just saw his man, Adam Hangman Page, cowboy shit, win the AEW championship. So good on you, Aaron. I thought Mox was going to win it. But whatever, man. You need 15 people to help you win. That's cool. Whatever, man. But good on Adam Page, man, to win that championship. That was good shit. So Lady Alpha, good stuff. I agree. I think Braun is the way to go with that. Big Mike, I'm going to go to you. Your thoughts if Seth is injured. What do we do with the briefcase? What do we do with the group? And how do we go for the next maybe, I guess, 3 to 4 months if Seth is like, quote unquote, on the sidelines? I'll throw it to you.
Yeah, this will be a very similar. First and foremost, hopefully Seth is not as injured as we think. Hopefully he gets well soon, and is only out a week or two, maybe just with some rest and some physical therapy or whatever, and is back within a couple of weeks. If not, I agree with Lady Alpha. You give it to Braun if you keep it inside that group and don't add anybody else. This could be a time where Seth Rollins has to call the plan B that he's been talking about. No, it's not Omos. That was a joke. You and I both talked about it maybe being Karrion Kross. He could step into that group and kind of be a de facto leader until Seth comes back. And then he was plan B all along. I think this will have the same impact in the men's division as the Liv Morgan injury has had in the women's division if it's a long-term injury. It is going to change multiple storylines over the next few months. And that's a shame. It's probably going to change. Obviously, it's going to change the Seth Rider storyline. It's probably going to change the Gunther storyline. It's probably going to change the Cody Rhodes and John Cena storyline. It's going to change the CM Punk storyline. It is going to have ripple effects throughout the entire men's division of WWE, and that sucks a ton. So again, for his own sake, for the wrestling sake, and for everything, I really hope it's a short-term injury and he's only gone a couple weeks.
You hit literally on everything I was going to say, and we share a brain on a lot of stuff, Mike. It's literally the Liv Morgan effect. So if it was one of those things where they were leaning on Karrion and looking into it, now it's shitty that Seth, if God forbid, I really hope it isn't. But if it's a long-term thing, you look at Karrion and you go, you're up. Like, let's go. Now you're in. Let's go. And now you sell it as him being like, when Braun was like, man, but why did Karrion have to come in? I didn't need his help. I didn't need that. We talked about that on the Raw Rundown from Providence. And he was like, I didn't need his help. Like, why did he come in and help? But now they're like, okay, Karrion, now, okay, that you're the guy. And we're going to sell this as you being the plan B. So, again, with the Liv Morgan thing, where Rox is like, we're going to get her in. Liv goes down. Shit, Rox is in. Here we go. You're up. Come on, let's go. So I know everything happens for a reason, and I don't want to wish injury on anybody because it's so shitty, whether it's sports, it's wrestling, whatever it is, like real life. It's never a good thing. But these kind of things happen for reasons. And again, I hope it's nothing long term. But if Carrie gets his call up to be kind of the leader, Seth comes back and goes, well, what the heck's going on now? Who the hell are you? This is my group. Yeah, that's my group now, man. We got to talk about this. So the same thing with Rox. When Liv comes back and she's like, but what do you mean? What are you doing? Rox is like, yeah. And everyone's like, well, she's kind of here now, so she's kind of you. So, but yeah, prayers up, man. Whatever the issue is, I mean, it looked. I saw the replay. I rewound it 3 times, and they said he buckled. It looked like he landed flat. It was the knee that went out when he did the buckle bomb. Power bomb the cane. It was the same knee, but it didn't like move weird left or right. It just he landed flat, and it was like he was and then it was kind of tweaked.
That could be
so hopefully, like Mike, what was that?
Things can go snap, crackle, pop on a.
Absolutely, no. I agree, no. But like, luckily, it didn't go like how like they land and it goes like one.
There's
or
no
the
buckle
other, like, oh shit! Yeah, you're like, damn.
There's no buckle. But the fact that he couldn't put any weight on it, right? He couldn't put any weight on it afterwards. So that's
maybe it's a ligament. Maybe it's shit. Maybe it's his ankle. Like I don't know. But like Mike said, like hopefully it's something long, like short term. But you do have Bronson Reed. You do have Braun Break. You have Paul Heyman, and not for nothing. If you are, and let's say the diagnosis is like 5 weeks, you can come out, kind of like give like a little bitch story, but you can send your henchmen to do your dirty work and buy you that time. And again, I think SummerSlam was the move, but I mean, that's another, 4 weeks? So who knows what happens? Hopefully that doesn't throw anything into it. But like Mike said, it throws a big wrench into a lot of storylines if Seth is hurt. But Matt, I'll go to you real quick, man. What are your thoughts as far as if that is the case, Seth is hurt? What do we do with the briefcase? What do we do with the group? And how do we move forward?
First and foremost, I hope Seth is okay because he's on a fantastic later in his career run. Even though I was skeptical at first about the pairing with Paul Heyman, it's been pretty genius so far. I will say that.
Mm-hmm.
If it's long term, they should elevate Braun into that spot, but I think they need somebody else. So I think that might be a way for them to get Carmelo Hayes back into the fold by recruiting him. Because he needs a rub. Or if you want to go extremely out of the box, that's where you elevate Obafemi. And you have him be a Heyman guy.
Whoa.
And if you want 3 badass dudes, dudes, you could elevate Obafemi, and he could be the NXT champion still. It doesn't, let him finish out his storylines there. But I'm just thinking, or if you want to go to the female side and add a woman to the group, Jordan Grace, somebody that can't really talk all that well, go that route. Just to kind of, spice things up. But all in all, I hope Seth is okay, just so that there's not, like Mike and Lady Alpha were saying, that there's not a ripple effect where four or 5 different top guys' storylines are changed because of one injury.
No, same. That's why I'm like, man, I really hope it's a tweak. He was definitely like, he got up and like, and then it was like, okay, 1, 2, 3, cool, got up. He looked at him, he's like, all right, call him out. Talk some shit, walked out. Aaron saying that All In was the best pay-per-view of 2025. It's only July, Aaron. Listen, we have a lot of time. Aaron.
He said so far.
He said so far. Nothing. Listen, I don't know. Did anyone else here get AEW? Did anyone else here get All Out? Am I the only one?
No, I watched it.
You saw it?
Yeah, I watched it.
It was definitely it's up there. Like they did their thing. Like they did their thing.
They landed the plane. There was a few dull moments in the middle. I I mean,
You
not
know what
every
I'm gonna
match
say,
hit
though?
with me a lot. So, but yeah.
Tell me, Mike, but tell me I'm not wrong, Mike. Watching that pay-per-view, tell me that crowd sucked.
So I had to watch most of it on mute because I was watching it with
they're
something
quiet.
else.
They're quiet for like half. Go back
Yeah.
and watch it. Like they're like, yeah, they pop for like the big spot and the finish. They sat there on their hands the whole time. All 27,000. I'm like, big up to AEW for selling 27,000 in North America. That's their biggest. I get it. They had the big shots of like the camera side, and these people were like, and this was a big spot. And I'm like,
I didn't get to hear it because, like I said, I was doing a bunch of other stuff. I was still watching it, but I kind of had it. I had the volume turned down or on mute most of the time, just because I wanted to see the action. So I couldn't tell that part. But I could definitely see that. You could see like crowd reaction in the back, just not there. You could definitely see it visibly.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, and I get it. WWE says the same shit, so don't like, oh, WWE. I get it, but they were quiet as shit. And like the whole gauntlet for the men's and the women's, they were quiet. And like Athena would come out, they'd pop and then quiet. And I'm like, you guys get loud. It's fucking all in, man. Jeez, this is your WrestleMania. Like, get up. Like, let's go. Anyway, but we'll talk to Mike and we'll talk to Aaron when they come on the show in a couple days about how everything went down. But here we go. The drop in energy. You know what? And I'll throw it out real quick. I don't. The drop in energy after the Cole thing was bad, tough situation. I don't know what's going on with Adam Cole and prayers up. I don't know. It was earlier today. Obviously, it wasn't anything planned. Adam Cole obviously had to relinquish the TNT Championship. For those of you that don't know, watching obviously it's WWE and AEW. Adam Cole has an undisclosed injury, illness, whatever it is. He has to miss a significant amount of time. He's not contemplating retirement yet. But it is something bad. Obviously, if you know Britt Baker and him and her, that she put up a broken heart hashtag baby on Twitter. So even she shouted him out. I don't know what's going on.
So did Xavier Woods. So did Tyler Breeze. Like people from other companies were acknowledging it as well. So obviously it's something very serious.
Daniel Garcia, he came out, and if you read lips, I love you so much. I'm going to do everything I can to honor you. I love you so much. And I couldn't read the other stuff he said, but he's like, pretty much, I'm going to do it. Again, just me speculating. For something like this, I don't know if it's cancer, if it's something like anything long-term, leukemia, something that Roman had to deal with, but whatever it is, man, Adam Cole, say what you want. I know we've made jokes about him before, me and Jesse. God bless, man. I hope whatever it is, he gets healthy, he gets back to wrestling, and he heals up whatever he has going on physically, whatever's going on. And so that's all I have to say about that as far as bringing the Adam Cole stuff. So back to Saturday main event. The only match left was Gunther and one Goldberg. Say what you want. Obviously, Goldberg is 28-year veteran from WCW and WWE as well. Very long-term WCW champion from this belt right here. This match, I think, hit a lot more than a lot of people thought it would. I saw the polls. Will this match last more than 3 minutes? And I know Gunther made some jokes, the 3-minute thing from Undertaker and Fiend and all the other stuff, but. At the end of the day, I don't know if Goldberg blew out his knee. It looked kind of rough at the end of the match. It looked kind of rough. The ending looked a little weird to me. Maybe he was playing like that. I don't know. And then he got out of the chokehold. And Gunther kind of let him out. Gets back into it, chokes him out. End of the day, like I talked about, Goldberg goes out losing to Gunther. Gunther now is the man who retired Goldberg. On Saturday main event, and obviously shitty Peacock to throw some fucking commercial over at 9:56, and Goldberg barely gets to talk about how he wants to thank everybody. He gets like 35 seconds. Who his son, the guys who have been there, like from WCW, have been there, and like they cut him off. So hopefully they get shown on WWE at some point. But my thing is, the match was great. I think it was more so than we thought it would be. I'm a Goldberg guy. I said he was going to go on his back. He wasn't here to win. He was here to just kind of be here for Gage and kind of go out in Atlanta. He said but I think it was, did he say 100 people? Maybe more so, less than that for people he flew in to see him.
Yeah, it was over 100.
Yeah. So for 20, for that long, in 23 years, like the man is, say what you want about, and to throw shade real quick, right? Goldberg's 57 years old, but we just celebrated Dustin Rhodes winning at 60 years old, the TNT Championship, which, shout out to Dustin Rhodes. Holy shit. I'm so happy to have him win that belt. Whatever the maneuver was to have when Adam Cole, so happy to see Dustin win that, because that was so good for him to finally get some singles gold in the AEW. But again, these people, these older gentlemen that have been in the wrestling business for so long, decades, need their recognition. And that's what Goldberg got. Not winning, but losing, but just won his last match in his hometown in front of his family. So, long story short, not to be long-winded, Gunther gets the win. Goldberg goes out. Looks like he might have blew out his knee, but with all that being said, your thoughts on the match? And, what's next for Gunther moving on W? Mike, I'll start with you.
I don't know. I'm glad we finally got the answer to the age-old question: who's better, Goldust or Goldberg? Because obviously Goldberg's going out in his late 50s, and Dustin is now a triple champion. Ring of Honor tag team champion, Ring of Honor trios champion, and now AEW TNT championship. So shout out to Goldust. But all jokes aside, it was a good match for Goldberg to go out on. Like Michael said, getting choked out, not having to eat a pin, and kind of going out with his last breath kind of deal was good symbolism for a legend going out. Whether you're a Goldberg guy or not, you can't deny that he had an impact on the business, and during the time that he had his run with WCW, he definitely elevated that company. What he did with WWE when he came in there, obviously there was some booking issues, some stuff behind the scenes, things like that he had to deal with a lot of the stuff coming from the other company. But man, I'm glad he got to go out in his hometown in front of his kid, in front of his family. And shout out to Goldberg. Go enjoy your retirement, and hopefully watch your kid follow in your footsteps, so to speak, if that's what he wants to do.
Yeah, Gage just said if football does not work out, wrestling is absolutely his fallback. So imagine, Braun Breaker, your uncle is Scott Steiner, so obviously he looks the part, but God, Jesus Christ, Goldberg's your father. Like, imagine the shoes, man. Like, oh my God, Jesus, God bless Gage if he goes down that road. Lady Alpha, your thoughts? Obviously, Gunther gets a win here. He retains his World Heavyweight Championship. What is next for Gunther as he moves on WWE Raw?
Oh, what is next? He will be. That's a good question. I think he's gonna have to. There's really nowhere he can go. He's at the top. He's just going to have to fight to stay there. And with the newer talent coming in, moving up, he's going to have plenty of challengers, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's true. It's going to be nuts. I don't know, man. I think the Seth thing, that's funny you bring that up, because the Seth thing, that throws a big wrench. Because where was the cash in planned? I had a thing where it was maybe a SummerSlam, but if Seth is hurt for a little bit, do they run the Freebird rule? Does Braun cash in? And then when he comes back and Heyman's like, well, what did you want me to do? He had a chance. He had to get the belt. I brought it here. We have the belt now. And that kind of now you kind of put Seth in the Braun spot. And I don't know. Mike knows I do crazy ass booking. That's why I don't do prediction shows much with him, like with the crowns and the belts and everything. Because I do stupid ass shit. Because like I'm like, yeah, no, doesn't work. No, I don't do that shit. But Matt, what are your thoughts, man? Obviously Goldberg just took an L here. Gunther's moving on. He's choked his ass out. As Raw moves on, what are your thoughts as far as Gunther? What's going on? The next phase for Gunther. What's he looking for?
Well, I'm happy Goldberg got to go out on his own terms this time, and the match was good, hard hitting.
Mm-hmm.
You can definitely tell Father Time is whooping Goldberg's ass every day, and just by the sheer way he moves,
so hard.
I know
Jesus.
I still remember him from his WCW run. I was a Goldberg guy myself.
Same.
The amount of punishment he put his body through between the NFL and pro wrestling and all that. I'm happy to see that he got to do it the way he wanted to in front of his family and friends. As for Gunther, he needs to stay away from Jey Uso. Let's not revisit that.
No.
Damian Priest, maybe.
That's House of Black.
Maybe. I know he's banged up right now. Drew and Randy are enthralled in the Jelly Roll Fest.
Jelly Roll, baby. Jesus.
And Sammy's banged up. Kevin's banged up. Raw's looking kind of rough right now.
Kevin's fucked up. Like Kevin Owens is probably not coming back. That's
I'm just saying, like right now, Raw is really light on challengers for him. I mean, you could have AJ
Oba.
possibly go.
Where's Oba?
But I mean, are you gonna elevate?
Nah, he's just
Oba
gonna grab that IC
from one championship to the main event right away. They don't operate like that.
Now, fuck that. Bring up Javon Evans. Fuck it. Bring up your boys.
I don't know. Jasper Troy and Gunther are about the same size.
I don't know what.
Stop it. Jasper Troy is, dude.
I just said they're the same size. I didn't say anything else.
I mean,
I'm just saying, Jasper is like, dude, that man, him and Oba, that's not fair. That's not fair to anybody who's in the division. You imagine you're in the ring, you imagine the Kurt Angles. Bring somebody out. Who wants to Oba challenge? And Jasper comes out and Kurt Angle's like, oh, fuck. No, not this dude. No. Where's John Cena? Don't bring this dude.
I really don't know where you can go with him. I mean, like Lady Alpha said, he's at the top, and he's going to fight to stay there. But at this point, who is there? Who's there?
So John mentioned LA Knight coming over to Raw. That would be a decent challenger.
Yeah.
Plus, you could kind of keep the Seth Riders involved since they are in the periphery there. You can kind of keep Seth involved in that main event while he's gone. So that may be the next good feud if they bring him over.
Or
I agree with you. I don't want Jey Uso anywhere near that. I don't want him and Gunther anywhere near each other anymore. I saw enough of that to know I don't want it again.
You got to move Jay to Friday. You got to send his ass to as much as it's shitty. We talked about it last night. The tag division. You got to get Jay away from Gunther.
You could have
Rusev. Got to send him away.
Like Michael just said Rusev. I mean, that would be a good showdown, and you could.
I mean, Gunther and Sheamus had some really good matches last year.
You can move out. You can move Alistair over.
Stop. Fuck.
You could always move Alistair over.
Shit.
Well, I'm just reading Michael from. I'm just reading the comment on that one. He came up with that one.
Get out of here. I don't know reading how.
I mean, it seems like they're priming. Seems like they're priming Alistair Black for another run.
Yeah,
he needs it.
Except for the fact that he lost to Ron Killings last night.
Yeah, they're still throwing Killings a bone every now and then.
But he still beat the shit out of Damian Priest. Take what you want.
I really don't know. Like, they need a draft just to get some fresh blood, or they got to switch Cena and Sheamus, Cena and Gunther. You got to put Gunther on Fridays.
Cena, listen, not to get like crazy on SummerSlam. I talked to Mike about this. Cena's losing at SummerSlam. Cody's getting the ball back.
I don't think so.
No, Oh, okay. Respectfully, okay. Like, no, because John had 6 months of heel. He loses in August. John gets 5 months of face of doing what he needs to do. Ends it here in Boston. I don't know who the hell he's going to lose to or win. Shit. If he doesn't have the belt, he should probably win when he walks out of here. But nah, man. Cody gets the ball back. There's no way.
It might happen. I mean,
Because
Isaiah said Reigns.
My pick. See, that's my pick. Roman is involved and helps Cody. And then at the end of the day, when we come up here, we're on the Rumble, whether it's December or Armageddon, whatever they're gonna bring back, and then you're looking and you go, Roman's like, "Who got you that belt? Why are you champion? Yeah, this guy. I'm the reason. Give me that belt."
I don't know, man.
42.
I would like
40,
to see Roman and Gunther
42, Roman, Cody. Roman gets it. Or Roman gets it before that. Here comes The Rock, because motherfucker's egos is so high. He comes back and he's like,
I swear to God, I don't want to see that bastard anymore either. God,
you don't like it either, but
I lost
it
my
is what
mind.
it is.
I lost my mind on this show about the whole
I'm
Rock
here
shit with WrestleMania. Turn
The
that
only thing I can
Terramana
tell you
sign
right
off.
now- Hey, listen, man. That's some good shit. Listen, Zoa and Terramana.
I don't
you
care.
watch it, Matt. Jesus Christ.
Is
No,
he
but
sponsoring
listen,
your show?
Honestly,
No.
I wish. Jesus
Turn that
Christ.
shit off.
And
Shit.
there's one name that
Matt. No, listen.
There's one name that none of us have mentioned yet that could very easily jump in that spot with Gunther, and none of us have mentioned it yet.
Who's that?
CM Punk.
Oh.
No. Punk ain't jumping in there.
Again, it's in that Seth kind of realm. He's already on Raw, so you still keep the Seth Riders involved because of that hatred. That's a name that could easily jump in there that none of us have mentioned or thought about yet.
That's a good idea. And he would honestly get on the mic and say he's the best one going forward because of the circumstances. He can make that work on the mic. And he already fought Gunther for the championship in a couple of live shows, and they got good chemistry from what people were saying online. But Punk's a good choice.
I'll take Progress SummerSlam. Let's go. But it is what it is. I just think Roman interferes. The Roman thing is with the Cody. I think at 42, you get Roman, you get Cody, and then the Cody heel turn is coming. Not saying it's not going to be a SummerSlam. It's not. Everyone's like, "Oh, he put a tweet out." No, it ain't coming. You guys see the cracks.
They could always go Gunther and Jelly Roll.
Matt, I swear to God, I can't with you, man. So Cody, he lets the blonde grow out. You get some black. He's disheveled. He gets gets rid of the coat. The vest is pulled out. He gets a little fucking bullshit. But the heel turn.
Give me Bullet Club Cody.
No, but he doesn't come out. He doesn't come out on Monday night as Bullet Club Cody. That's the thing. It's not like, hey, I'm Bullet Club. You have to move into it.
I talked about this a couple months ago.
It's the same thing as having Mercedes.
You told me that it was too soon.
Not too soon, but it's got to take time. It's got to same thing Mercedes. So I'm going to say it right now. You can clip this. I said it on my show. It happened tonight. Her losing tonight is the clip in the armor. Now she's gonna lose this belt, that belt, this belt, that belt, and now she's like, I need the fucking AEW women's title. I can't. Everything else bothered the shit out of me. I can't do anything but get that belt. And she's gonna lose everything else. Cody's the same way. The black hair grows in, disheveled, all this other shit. But even being the champion, but he's gonna turn into people being like, I don't know, man. Again, we'll see what happens, but I don't know. We'll see what happens at SummerSlam. It's gonna be interesting. It's not too soon, but I don't know. If Cody was to turn heel, how would you want to see that going down, Matt? How would you want to see him turn heel in the next 6 months? How would you want to see that happen? If you were to book it, starting at SummerSlam, how would you book that? If he's gonna turn from the tweet he put out, get excited for what's happening next. How would you book that?
Have Cody lose at SummerSlam.
Okay, so Cena retains.
Start letting the hair go.
Okay.
Start showing up, not in a full suit. Let it slow burn a little bit, but then
right, yep.
But then Royal Rumble, Cody comes out in his leather jacket, full brown hair, black trunks, and somehow in some way they bring Tama Tonga back in time, and they manage to swipe Tangaloa, and he gets his little faction going, and then we get
That's tough.
Yeah,
that's tough. That's tough.
No.
By the way, did anyone see?
While.
Hold on, real quick. Did anyone see Juice Robinson make his return tonight?
I didn't even recognize him.
I had no clue who that was.
Holy
when I was watching it live.
He came out and someone was like, "Yo,
he
it's
looked
Juice."
Like a fat CJ Parker.
Oh my God! God bless that man. He looked like a
chunky CJ Parker.
Yo, get off! Come on, man! Stop it! He shaved his beard. Leave him alone. But I was like, they were like, "That's Juice Robinson." I was like, "That's not Juice Robinson."
But
Cody
should have. Cody needs to run a heel faction before it's over.
But who though? You think it's the people that are in there now, or does he bring Zilla in? Does he bring you know what I mean? I don't think he brings anyone it's close to Solo.
Or
it's gotta be
or you go a different way, and you give
fuck you, Michael. Yo, that's
or if you want to go outside the box, if you want to go outside the box for Cody, give him the Street Profits.
Stop it.
Give them Street Profits.
I mean, they just lost to the Wyatts. So
give them the Street Profits. If you're not gonna go obvious connection, you go Street Profits, and maybe go and grab Trick from NXT.
Oh, god damn! All black faction. I like it.
Yeah.
Not to make it that. I'm just saying, that's.
So what I'm saying is, you want to give some guys the rub and have Cody lead a Bullet Club-esque faction, or you go and grab some of his guys from the Nightmare Factory and make that a faction.
See, this is what I would do. I would have him lose to Cena as well, and then make Cena make the joke the next SmackDown or something. And he goes, "Oh, you lost again. What are you going to do? You're going to run away again like you did last time? You're going to take your ball and go home like you did last time?" And then Cody says, "No, John, what you don't understand is I don't have to. I've brought them here." He calls out Ethan Page. He calls out Ricky Starks or Ricky Saints.
Stark Saints.
And then you have an entire faction built of former AEW people. You can get CM Punk involved because he's come back.
What's his name? The leader of the Cullen.
You get Sean Spears.
Sean Spears. Oh shit! Woo!
And he brings all his boys that he's brought in. You bring Lexus King, and you have a full faction of former AEW people. And he's like, "I've brought the company here," and you call it the company. You don't call it AEW. His faction name is the company. He says, "I don't have to run and take my ball anywhere. I've brought the ball here."
And you can if you want to do a little bit of wordplay, you could call the company and make it the initials TK.
Yeah, the company with a K.
Don't do it. Oh no.
Company with a K. I would definitely do that.
And that's his heel faction for the rest of the year. And then you get him fighting Cena, and that turns Cena into a face again, and Cena has to defend against that and be the savior of WWE again against another company. And put together a WWE team to come around.
I can't wait for December.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. It's just July, man. Come on, don't do that.
Look, I'm ready. Look. 4th of July is over. I'm ready for it to be cold.
Yeah.
Wait, Matt. Matt, I get it.
It was 100 degrees here today.
Your team is like your team is last place in the AL East. I get it, and I'm fucking with you. Sorry. My team has won 9 straight. I'm just saying.
Didn't
We're
you trade
back.
Rafael Devers for a bag of baseballs?
Rafael Devers is a piece of shit. Get the fuck out of it. Come on. This man is an ego. And he hit the man with a 2-inch dick. Think he's the godsend. Come on, man.
Wait a minute.
I think they got a pitching machine out of it too.
But relax.
Roman Anthony, this is his team. This man is betting $299 as a rookie.
Who is that?
Who? Yeah. Who? The man who took a walk last night and then
I struck him out 3 times on the show this morning. I just want you to know that.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. You did. I wish the rest of your team did because you guys are what? Are you guys last place? Second to last? Where are you
Can
at?
we wrap this up?
Let's talk about
Don't do that shit.
Let's talk about it. Man, you know I love you, man. You know I love you.
Hey, it's okay.
You know I love you.
Hey,
you know I love you, man.
You know what? You can tell me whatever you want about the Baltimore Orioles sucking. I live in that misery every day. But I still think about Super Bowl 47 every single night before I go to sleep.
Oh, fuck you.
I still think about Jacoby Jones.
You know what?
I still think about you guys cheating and turning the lights out and still losing.
That's cute. Okay, you know what?
Yeah. I still think about that ass whooping we gave you all on Thanksgiving a couple of years ago.
Lady Alpha and Mike are like, what? I'm like, yeah, you know what? Okay. Oh, okay, man. I'll see you. Okay, we'll talk about it in a couple months. Okay, I'll see you.
Yes, we will.
But awesome, no.
I don't talk about baseball because my team's not that great either. So.
Who's your team?
The Cardinals.
Braves?
You shut your mouth. I hate the Atlanta Braves. I hate the Atlanta Braves. I want. Hold on. I'm gonna.
You're not a JD from New York guy.
I am going to clip this out so you can put it out to the world. I don't care. I've said it on my show. I've said it on a bunch of different shows. I hope the Atlanta Braves lose every single game they ever play.
Holy shit!
Ever.
What you a JD guy? Jesus Christ! Holy shit!
I'm a Cardinals fan, but that's more deep seated roots my hatred for the Braves. That's from my childhood. So.
The fact that you
Lady
took
Alpha, who do
baseball
you
to
root
football.
for?
The fact that you took baseball to go ahead, Lady Alpha. I'm sorry.
I don't follow baseball.
What about football?
Football.
Who's your team?
Who do you like? Who do you like for football?
NFL is the Texans.
God bless you. I love you. You have a very bright future for the Texans. I love it.
Yes.
Just don't play Baltimore on any holidays.
Okay.
The fact that you took baseball to football, Matt, is fucked up. That's fucked up, man. You know what, man? I'll see. We're talking this.
We're not all created equal.
That's fucked up.
We are not all created equal.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
This has been the longest 45-minute show of my life, John.
Not everyone can have a QB that's built to be like a system quarterback for like the Niners have, but that's cool.
But
that's cool though. Everyone can be like Lamar Jackson and keep losing playoff games though. It's fine though.
I am going to apologize to Lady Alpha. I'm going to apologize to Lady Alpha because apparently there's something about me, Matt, and John being in one of these post shows together that turns a 30-minute show into a 4-hour show. Because we just all three of us kind of go off on tangents. So I apologize to Lady Alpha, who was probably not expecting any of this.
She loves it.
He sent me a voice note. He sent me a voice note at 10 o'clock. Oh, bro, this is going to be 45 minutes. 2 hours.
I got the same one.
Later.
I got the same one. Trust me, I know. I got the same voice note. The man doesn't know how to text.
You do your fucking voice notes, Matt. Fuck you, fucking Mike.
He reeled me in.
at
Oh,
dinner right
45
now.
minutes.
I'm at
We
dinner.
spent
I can't make it
55
right
minutes
now.
on Great
Okay,
American
Mike,
Bash.
we'll push.
Our
But
first hour
in-
was
I'm at
Great
dinner
American
I'm
Bash.
at dinner right now. Okay, Mike, that's fine. We'll push it back.
in his defense, we did spend at least 45 minutes talking about Jelly Roll.
Yeah, what the
See,
fuck?
I was done.
Jelly Roll
I was
shit, man. What
done.
the fuck?
This is Mike's fault. I forgot about that. I let it go. I let it go because
Yo,
I don't have anything else to do. We could be here all night for all I care.
Jesus,
I just
don't have
realized
nowhere
he
to
had
be.
a John Cena wristband on his microphone.
I go to sleep. My kids get up in the morning. I got nothing to do. Fuck it, whatever. But
I'm still on island
I'll
side.
explain to Matt why I have a John Cena wristband on my microphone, because WWE won't sell just the towel. You have to buy fucking wristbands and
All
a
of it.
headband just to get a
All of
towel.
it.
They won't sell just
All
a
of it,
towel
yeah.
on WWE Shop. You have to get this one and this one and this one to go with it. They refuse to sell just the damn towel. That's why.
Oh, that makes sense.
when I go to SummerSlam, I'm gonna come back and you're
Like
my
too.
background. You'll be like, "Oh my god, why is there so much shit behind you?" Because I had to buy all of it.
Hey, John, what night are you going to SummerSlam? None of us know. You've never mentioned it.
I hope you have
I'm
to
that
see
too.
John.
We're going that too.
I hope you have to see Jelly Roll throw a punch. Just because you, I hope so.
No,
I hope you have
dude,
to see
for
him
real
throw
though.
a
No. All joking aside, Mike is totally right. I was being a dick last night on SmackDown Shakedown. Mike is totally right. Randy Orton, Logan Paul, and Drew McIntyre. That shit's night two. Like that shit's opening up. I'm gonna sit down in my seat and be like, oh god,
That should be
these
a pre-show match.
$75 these $75 Bud Lights are so good.
I swear to
these
God,
are good.
if
What's
Jelly
the first
Roll
match
is
I
in
gotta watch?
2K26, I'm not buying that shit.
I hear voices in my head. I'm like, oh, this is my first match. Oh shit, here we go. Okay.
Like I knew last night when he was singing and Logan Paul interrupted. I said, "You bastard, you bastard! I know you're gonna end up fighting, and I'll be damned if that sack of shit wasn't sitting on a table in the back. Oh, I let you down." And then Randy's like, "Oh, SummerSlam, Randy Orton, you piece of shit." I said that out loud at 9:30 on my couch. I'm like, "You piece of shit."
Listen, we didn't go. Listen, AEW. Listen, I'm gonna say something real quick. If those of you that don't know, and if you don't like AEW, you don't like them. Fuck you. But AEW started at 3:00 this afternoon with their 35-minute show. Our show is not going that long. We're at 2 hours and 35 minutes. So, Mike, listen, calm down. Tony Khan owns that record. I want that smoke. Second of all, because I told my wife that, and she got all excited. And like Mike told me, I have to buy all the towels that John Cena has because I'm gonna clean that shit up after he comes out. She gets wicked excited when he comes out. So I'm not looking forward to it. But with that being said, me, night 2, SummerSlam, very excited for it. Both nights are gonna be great. So Saturday main event was great. Great American Bash was great. If you watched AEW All In, cool on you. We're not talking about it tonight. We will in a couple days. With that being said, let's go around the room. Lydia, I'll start with you. Where can everyone find you on the socials when you're not over here talking wrestling?
Just primarily active on X at Lady Alpha KK.
Easy peasy. All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Because the rest of us are so long-winded, and she was like, "That's it, I'm done. Let's go." Matt, what's going on, man? Where can we find you on the socials? We're not over here talking wrestling and stuff like that. Where can we find you?
When I'm not on your glorious show, you can find me on We Bleed Purple podcast. That's a football show for the Baltimore Ravens with retired Ravens tight end Daniel Wilcox. We will be resuming our coverage heading towards training camp. And tomorrow night, you can find me on Foul Ball Talk podcast here on YouTube with my boy Tim Malarkey. We're going to cover the Orioles heading into the All-Star break, fire sale. We're going to cover the Home Run Derby a little bit. But I'm on Twitter at mtrigwbp, and I'm like kind of shadow banned right now because I'm a menace over there. But yeah,
The only
I haven't talked about Jelly Roll
the
over there
only-
yet.
No, it's fine. The only home run derby I really know about you, the Orioles, is like on your pitching staff. So, but with that being said, Big Mike, where can we find you on the socials? We're not over here talking wrestling. Where can we find you, man?
I hope your nuts hit the water when you shit tonight.
I fucking love you. I love you, Matt. 9 straight, baby. 9 straight. Let's go. Go ahead,
Sorry,
Mike.
Lady Alpha. I apologize.
Apparently, since I'm long-winded, I'll try to be short. You can catch me at _ Big Mike 27, pretty much on all socials, or you can catch me at the Run In Wrestling Podcast on YouTube, and that's all I have to say.
You're really gonna leave it all to me? Jesus Christ! Like
You said I'm
Matt's
long-winded,
gonna
so I'm going to be
attack you,
short. I'm
Chris.
gonna give you what you want. I'm not going to talk. My feelings aren't hurt. It's okay. I'm not mad. I'm
I
just
see you were
disappointed.
long-winded. I said that was okay. This is fine. Oh my!
I'll be
Dad.
fine.
Appreciate
Leave
it.
me alone. I'm not crying. You're crying.
I think Lady
Oh my
Alpha's still
God,
laughing
Jesus
from
Christ.
the
All
toilet
right.
joke.
Lady Alpha's like, when can I hit the button to get the fuck out of here? Like, these boys are they're going nuts. Look at all the laughs in the comments. Jesus, that must be at the Orioles. So everyone that knows me, I'm Jordan Anthony. Obviously, you can catch me on Mondays and Fridays. Mondays on the Raw Rundown. Fridays on the SmackDown Shakedown with John Anthony and
That's you.
Big Mike. On Wednesdays, you can catch me doing the Weekend Wrestling exclusively on bodyslam.net, talking TNA on Thursdays. And obviously doing this with the Stooges collaboration, all of us talking about wrestling. To do all of that, you need to like, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff, hit the bell to know whenever we're doing new shows. And for all the people that are watching right now, do me a favor, hit me the thumbs up. It lets YouTube know, hey, cool stuff. Helps me, helps Big Mike as Bedrock, also helps Matt, also helps Lady Alpha, and everybody else in the media group. So yeah. That's yo, Matt. No love, not love, man. But Jesus, man, like
I meant every word I said.
we've won nice. We've won right straight, man. We're like 3. We're right behind.
I
the
don't
Yanks, bro.
care.
Let's go.
You
It's
can wear
okay.
those sky
It's
blue
okay.
and daffodil yellow uniforms and go fuck yourselves for all I care.
Listen, we have city uniforms that are green like the fucking monster, and it's better than the black and orange you guys are wearing. So
My dad visited Fenway and he said it was a shithole anyway. So I'm not too.
What are you trying to buy a beer that was $18? Is that what it was? I get that
No,
because fuck the
He
beer
just said
store,
the
bro.
seat sucked.
Oh well, he probably had an obstructive view, so it's fine. I definitely need to get myself over to Oriole Park because you guys have the most
A beautiful stadium.
ballpark in baseball, and I will tell you that 15 times over, man. I need to get myself there because that park is amazing, and I need to get myself down there because it's so beautiful, looks amazing on TV, and I need to get there in person because
I'll tell you
It is
this:
beautiful.
what it costs for you guys to go to one Red Sox game, you can get a hotel and go to a weekend series down here for the same price.
that is true. Hey, how much does the World Series cost? Anyway,
You know what? I wasn't
so
alive
obviously
for the last one.
we'll see what happens. So,
Hey,
I love
have you guys
Matt.
won a
So
Super Bowl
for
this century though? No.
I'm not a Pats fan, so
No.
because you know I'm a Niners fan. That's cute.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
1994.
Okay.
1990. I
You
was
do me a favor
5.
though.
I was
No,
5
but
years
really,
old.
you're totally right. You're awesome, right? The last time we won it was
Can we talk shit
1995.
off air? Because this is crazy.
No, but
Everybody
Matt,
probably
do me a
waiting for us
favor.
to go away.
No. We don't need to talk shit. But Matt, the next time your team is in an NFC championship, don't choke. All right. So with that being said,
can you win a Super Bowl that you play in though? I mean, fuck. I mean, you lose to the Chiefs, you lose to the Ravens. I mean, the last time y'all won a Super Bowl, the Ravens weren't even a team yet.
Okay, you know.
I was learning how to read in first grade.
With that being said, Matt, Mike still needs picture books. It's okay, so it's fine.
Hey,
I'm from
Did you turn your
Alabama.
head around? Did you turn your head around? And the fact that we gained like 15 viewers is wild to me after doing this. Lady Alpha is like, I'm just here so I don't get fined. She's like, I'm just here to watch.
she probably never wants to come back here because this shit is so dysfunctional.
Why does
We go off the rails at the end of every show?
Like,
Every show we do together, we go off the rails.
Oh, invite
Oh,
me.
I love
I
it, man. Listen,
was going to
love
try
the
to keep that
Ravens.
on the rest of the show, but y'all are taking
Listen.
way too long.
I was telling him to
No.
we can
Listen,
take this
listen,
off
listen,
air.
Listen.
But
I'm a Niners fan. I love the Ravens. I give Matt a lot of shit. We both do it to each other. But listen, it is what it is. It's all good, all in faith. But wrestling wise, man, this has been awesome. Thank you so much to all three of you. I appreciate you coming on. I know it's late on all the time zones for all of you. So,
But it's
with
later
that being
where I'm
said,
at. It's always
obviously
later
we'll
where
get
I'm
together
at.
for AEW. SummerSlam is coming up in about summer. I hate all of you. SummerSlam is coming up in a couple weeks, and I'll be there. Night 2, because Michael's to remind everybody. But I'll be there night 2, and we'll obviously have some shows talking about it. So very excited for that. So yeah, with that being said, for Lady Alpha, for Big Mike, and for Matt, fucking jelly roll. For Matt, I'm John Anthony. This is thank you so much for all three of you joining in. I know it's late, and I appreciate it. And we will talk to all of you, especially me and Mike, at the SmackDown Shakedown this upcoming Friday. Thank you so much, guys.
Not as much because
We'll
I
talk to
talk
you
too much.
Yeah, because you gotta go to sleep because you gotta be up early. So
You hurt
we'll talk
that
to you
man's
Friday.
feelings.
I'm not crying. You're crying.
Not as much as a Baltimore Ravens fan.